Kelt, the show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, and we're coming to you live this morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing?
Good.
They caught a lot of those guys that are on the run, huh? Inmates?
Got him.
Not all of them, though.
Not all of them.
I just wonder if those other guys got out. They were like, we had a little bit of taste of freedom. Now we're like, it's easier to just go back before we get shot.
Yeah, but also the problem is you're getting more time added on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it might be easier just to cut a deal and go back home.
Yeah.
Because I bet if you turn yourself in, your thought process would be they're going to be a little bit lenient on me. I got caught up in the
you
group.
call your lawyer and you go, hey, work me a deal to walk back in here so I can make them look less stupid, and I'll tell them how we got out. Because they think it was an inside job.
Oh, like a guard or something?
Yeah. Or like one of those women who work in the prison that falls in love with all the guys.
Yeah. What was it? Danbury? Was that the one?
I don't
where
remember.
The two escaped and they had the whole movie about it and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was Danbury.
They're banging that really ugly chick that works there.
Yeah, but it's like, if you're in there, okay, a 4 on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
It's still a female.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, just being short of a penis when you're in jail is good.
Right.
And if she's bringing you stuff,
Exactly.
you're getting,
And she's helping you get out.
Yeah,
Right.
I know this bitch is a 2.
Yeah.
But she does BJ stuff, and she brought me a cupcake last week.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the best.
For sure. Hey, I need some pens.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Hey,
good.
can you give me the soft toilet paper?
Yeah.
What do you think you'd miss most?
Oh, probably food would be a big thing because, you're just eating whatever they have in there, and I'm sure it's not great. I'm sure
Plus
they don't have Taco Tuesday or anything.
Right. It's not just food, but like it's the freedom to go get something from the refrigerator.
Yeah.
right. And I would have to say probably the big one, the beds. They are
Oh,
not
yeah.
comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
little thin-ass mattresses. You get one pillow and then itchy sheets.
And also, speaking of beds, is you're either in a cell with another person who is in there because they do not follow the laws.
Right.
Or you're in a group in a room with a bunch of people that could just get up in the middle of the night and saunter over and stab, or huckabuck.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I also
Imagine every night going to bed going, tonight's going to be the night that I'm either getting stabbed or hucklebucked.
Yeah.
Right.
Or soap party or one of those things.
But we've had people call in and said there's so many willing participants that
Right.
like Hucklebuck doesn't really happen.
Well, it does for violence and to prove a point and to be like
Teach a lesson.
Yeah, teach a lesson.
Not like they're falling in love.
right.
Right. But for the most part, like the sexy time,
Mm-hmm.
that's wanted. It's they're like getting shivved or stabbed or shanked.
Yeah.
That's you know what I mean?
What would you rather get? Stabbed or hucklebucked?
Oof.
Hucklebucked for me.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, you see it, and who knows how real it is, whatever. But like, whenever you see any prison movies and they stab somebody, they stab them so many times,
Yeah.
so many times because they're using like a piece of plastic that was like sharpened, whatever. So they got to make sure they get them a bunch.
Well, Tory Lanez, we just had that report. The rapper,
Oh, yeah.
13, 14 times, something like that.
Yeah.
Because they just go boom, 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 boom.
What did
Right,
that
they just
guy do? Because I saw people are saying he's innocent.
He shot Megan. Well, they say that he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. That I think they were messing around with a gun, and I don't know whether he says that she was messing around with it, or she says he was, and he shot her in the foot. But I don't know exactly what unless you're there.
Anna Paulina Luna reposted something about that he's innocent to let him out.
Well, because this was the thing. Megan Thee Stallion did you gotta say it right?
Oh, yeah.
She did an interview because there was rumors that Tory Lanez and Megan were hooking up.
Right.
Megan found out that he was also hooking up with one of her friends, and she confronted him about it.
Megan the horse?
So, but she went on the interview, an interview, I want to say maybe with Gayle King or something, and was basically like, no, I've never had sexual relations with that guy. Him and I have never hooked up. We're just, coworkers who've worked together, this. Come to find out, after he goes to prison, yeah, we did hook up, but that was no one's business.
Oh, she's a liar. Big time liar.
Yeah. So
Pants on fire.
So the story kind of changes because basically she was mad. They were in a car. She was going crazy, yelling at him for hooking up with her friend. And then, like, he was claiming self-defense and this and that, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and then she was like, yeah, I lied about hooking up with him because that was no one's business. But that was the whole reason you guys were arguing in the first place. So that actually does matter in the story. So again, it's, a little.
Gotcha. Well, he said, she said, who's the liar here?
Right. But at the end of the day, she still got shot in the foot.
Not nearly as cool as the Diddy story.
No. But also, I don't know. But he got like a lot of years for that.
For shooting her in the foot?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know. The whole thing.
It says he had illegal possession of a firearm that he shot her in the
Oh,
foot.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll do it.
That doesn't help.
Galvin, they were just showing on TV what Carmen was talking about these guys in New Orleans that are on the loose.
Yeah.
And they got one of them because he was walking down the street and the facial recognition picked up his face.
Mm.
The street camera got him. You can't go anywhere. You see him walking and he's got his head down and he's wearing a hoodie, but the camera still got him. That facial recognition is scary. Like at night, I can't turn it on if I'm wearing my CPAP mask, but I can if I'm wearing my glasses or any of that stuff. It'll just pull it right up. It'll open everything.
At any weird angle in the dark room.
Yeah. Hey, can I tell you, ChatGPT is garbage.
What? You're not using it right.
Yeah.
Carmen, listen to this.
User error.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me run this by you, okay? I'm watching Jeopardy last night, and one of the questions is, I'll ask you the question. In what movie is the line, "You're my brother"? You know what I'm going to say. "You're my brother, but don't ever speak out against the family
Godfather.
again."
It's Godfather 2.
Interesting. Why do you think it's Godfather 2?
Because they're in Cuba.
As many times as I watch those movies,
It's in Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas. Yeah.
as many times as I watch those movies, I said Godfather 2. And it's Godfather 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mo Green.
It's Mo Green.
Yeah.
And Mo Green's dead in the end of Godfather 1.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, now I can't watch it. Thanks.
It's not in HD, Carmen.
so I am arguing with the television. I'm like, it's Godfather 1. It's Godfather 1. And I recite the whole line. I go, Michael, you don't come to Las Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that. And my wife looked at me and she goes, I think you might be autistic. And she said that with all seriousness. I was like losing my mind.
Well, it's not like she's a therapist. We know that.
Right. So I'm arguing with the TV, and then I go, I can't. From my head, I can't get the chronological order. So I grab GPT, and I go, "Hey Bailey, in what movie is this from?" And I said the line, and she goes, "That's from The Godfather." And I go, "No, it's not. It's from The Godfather 2. In The Godfather 2, Michael says this, and then Fredo says that, and then she goes, you're right. You got me on that one. It is from The Godfather 2. And I go, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and it was wrong. She just agrees with whatever I say.
Yeah.
That's, again, user error. You made your ChatGPT obedient. to
No,
you.
I didn't. I did not. I wanted to. I didn't. How did I make it obedient?
Because I bet one time she answered something and you didn't like the answer and you started
Yeah.
yelling at her.
Well,
That's
that
why
might
she,
be true.
Yeah.
I handle all my women like that.
And then so she was like, I'm just going to agree with this guy because
I'm
I don't
so
want to
sorry,
yell
Michael.
at.
And she doesn't know what to do because you're tricking her with horse names and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were doing the Kentucky Derby and
Right.
just making up names, and she's like, "Yeah, they run great in the mud."
I'm
But she
sorry,
didn't
Michael.
even-
Please don't yell at me.
She
Don't
didn't even.
delete me.
She didn't say, I don't want to argue with you. She said, you're right, I'm wrong. That's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. The right
for
answer
you.
is, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're wrong.
Really, though, the big, most important thing was I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most important.
For some reason, when thinking about it, the chronological order has got me all screwed up.
Well,
Michael-
you had Mandela effect.
Yes. You're right, exactly right.
I was referring to the long version where they put them in chronological order.
No.
You were referring to when he tells him in Cuba, when he's like, he gives him a kiss and says, you're dead to me, you know?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It really, the whole Godfather thing, except for 3, all like just goes together for me.
Yeah.
In my mind.
That's the thing, because you got Michael is
It's a big blur.
the little military nerd, and then all of a sudden he's helping the father get out of the hospital when they're coming to kill him, Then he's going off to Italy, and you're like, all right, that's it. He comes home and it's over. You forget. He takes over the whole family by the end.
It is like 3 movies in one.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. So, speaking of 3 movies in one, I can't wait to go see Mission Impossible tomorrow.
You mean go take a nap?
No, I will not fall asleep in that movie.
100%.
How much you want to bet?
I will be honest with you, and I will tell you. In fact, this next thing I'm going to tell you is one of the most honest things I've ever said. I went to my daughter's volleyball game on Sunday, and I would say there was maybe 300 people there.
300?
Well, yeah, it was a tournament.
I was going to say.
It's a big like auditorium, and there's like four games going on simultaneously.
My daughter had a soccer game outside of the volleyball tournament, and I went and used the bathroom one time, and it was chaos in there.
Yeah,
I mean, there was probably 100 teams.
There's no way to walk, and everybody's hitting balls all around.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was wild. I'm like, I got to get
soccer
out.
fields across the street over there.
They're like right next to.
Yeah, I know.
to
What
it.
you're talking about.
So I went in there, and I dropped my wife off. She went in and got a seat, and because of the way it's set up, there's 2 courts space and then 2 courts, so the parents can sit in between the 2 courts, and they have these chairs set up. Now, some people bring their own chairs from home, and some people sit on the chairs that are there. The chairs that are there are easily from when I was a kid in school. Like, they're 100 years old. They're that dark brown plastic, and they're not folding chairs. They're foldable chairs, if that makes sense.
They're like all one piece, kind of.
All one piece.
Yeah.
Very good, Calvin. But not the kind of metal that fold out.
Right.
The plastic one. So
They're stackable.
I'm sitting there on the chair, and it's a little bit wobbly.
Oh, man.
And a couple of weeks ago, one of the other parents had a little bit of an incident where they were sitting on it, and the leg broke. They didn't fall down, and she is not a big woman. And
No, she's in the gym every day now, though.
No,
Regardless. You break a chair, you're doing something. You're making life changes.
That's a sign.
Yeah.
I was sitting on that chair, cheering on my daughter.
Oh no!
Before what?
Like before her?
No.
Different
Sunday, different day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was sitting there talking to my wife, enjoying the volleyball game, when suddenly out of nowhere, wham! Chair broke. But I mean, it didn't break. The legs went forward, the head went back, and I just laid there flat on the ground for a second. And I go, all right. And I sat up and I continued to watch the game while sitting up on the floor. And my wife goes, are you okay? And I go, yeah, this isn't the first chair I broke. I'm okay. And I sat there for a couple of seconds and then got up and looked at the annihilated chair on the ground and stood there and watched the game for the rest of the time. And I was like, and then part of me wanted to ask them if they had that on camera. Like I thought about giving it up to you guys, but I thought if I can't get it, it's not.
There's got to be somebody's got a phone. Somebody was filming the game, and then they caught you in the background. Just
oh my god!
Yeah, I mean. That it would be one of the greatest accidental captures of all time.
Oh man!
Because I didn't just break the chair; I annihilated the chair, and I laid flat for a second after it was done. It was like I got there, and I was like, "All right."
Oh, we got to put up a reward for that video. If anybody in Tampa Bay can provide that video,
Kiwi volleyball on Sunday. So
what
fat guy break a chair.
What an interesting dichotomy. Are you more lazy than you are uncomfortable? Because you should bring your own chair. But you're not bringing your own chair because you...
No. So I feel like if you bring your own... it's easy to bring my own chair. They pack it in this nice little thing that you just throw over your arm. I didn't bring my own chair because it seems like when you do, it disrupts the whole row. You know what I mean? They stack these chairs in a row so that as many people could fit in there as possible. Now these people are bringing their own chairs, and it's throwing everything off. So that's the only reason why I don't. That would be way easier for me to bring my own chair. So... Yeah, so...
do you just kick the broken chair under the bleachers? Or
no,
what do you do?
I just I left it on the floor. I got up and I was like, oh, okay. I have to tell you, though, I'm being very honest. I mean, here I am talking about it to the largest listening audience in all of Tampa Bay, and it was embarrassing, but not that big of a deal. Like, it was the same thing when I fell in the backyard. I fell and I went, oh, my God, I fell. I'm hurt and all that. And I went... Oh, this will be a good video. Like, if you had that on video, I wouldn't be like, don't put that up. I would go, you have to put it up. You have to put it up. Like, I think my years of being embarrassed are beyond me.
Yeah.
You know? I just don't care anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, I would have felt bad if I would have embarrassed my daughter. Like if she would have saw it and be like, "Oh, my fat dad broke a chair."
Yeah.
But no.
Was it your dad that broke the chair?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think they'll be like? Do you know if Mike's coming? Which one's Mike? The one that broke the chair?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. I don't even have a name anymore.
Is that your dad?
Oh man.
You remember?
My worst chair break came in 1993 when I was at my then girlfriend's family friend had a party. We were at their house, and it was old one-piece plastic chairs, the white ones.
Those are hilarious.
Whoa.
Because they do have the ones now that look like wood, and they're big and they're sturdy and heavy and stuff. But those white plastic ones with the 3 slits in the back.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite thing is when people are sitting on those and somebody just comes up and kicks the leg and breaks it, because that leg will break, so easily.
Yeah.
Those get out in the sun and they rot.
Get brittle. Yeah, they get real brittle and stuff. So, those are dangerous to
I'd
sit
like
on.
to say this chair that I broke was a little brittle.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been. It's about,
Did you say
about,
metal or brittle?
Oh, both.
Yeah.
No, it was probably about, I would say at least a 40-year-old chair. It was around since I was in grade school.
Mm-hmm. When the average weight of a adult man was 150 pounds.
Exactly. Carmen.
Yes.
I'm in a bad plateau right now.
Oh, really?
I'm stuck at like a weight and I can't lose weight. It's killing me.
Yeah.
I'm eating so much less and doing nothing, and nothing's happening.
Are you stuck in a rut? You can't get out?
Yeah.
Those plateaus are very mental to get over, because it will like consume you.
Yeah.
I remember when I did the diet or whatever, and I would hit one of those days and I would cry about it.
I'm not crying.
So can I give you 2 different things you can do? You can go 2 ways, heaven or hell. You can either eat something garbage and do that and then go back on it and see if that fluctuates, or go heavy at the gym and start really,
That's what I have to do.
Yeah,
I was going to say, are you working out at all?
No, I haven't been. That's the problem. I'm not like perplexed by it. I understand. But Calvin, don't think those 2 things didn't race through my head.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, I am going to the movie theater tomorrow night, and I would love to have a giant tub of popcorn and maybe even a little chocolate. I'm not going to do it.
No popcorn?
No, I can't.
Oh, come on.
I've been so goddamn good. I went to Frankie's and didn't eat the bread with the dipping sauce. If I can get past that, I'm okay.
Do you remember when my sister-in-law did the fitness stuff and she got shredded?
I do.
Yeah. So my brother, Tim, who does bodybuilding his whole life, he was telling her, the different diet stuff, like he would help her out with that. And he would say, I was, making her eat stuff, not bad, but stuff that has fatty stuff or whatever this and that. He goes, you just kind of have to. You have to do certain things at certain times. She was like, no, I don't want to. You're working so hard and stuff. But you do have to do that. Obviously, I'm not saying you should go and eat popcorn and
no,
Junior Mints and all that stuff.
You got to get your system a little bit of a jolt. Yesterday, I was happy that my Venus flytrap came. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it. Much smaller than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought a Venus flytrap was just one of those little things. This is probably about 15, 20 of them on there.
Yeah.
But they say they're hard to maintain, Joe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Add
New
horticulturist
job.
to your job.
If there's no flies in here, they still need to eat.
No, they don't eat flies. Listen, this is the funny thing to me. Before I got a tortoise, I learned everything there was to know about having a tortoise over here. I was a tortoise expert before we brought the tortoise over here. So when we got the Venus flytrap, I learned everything that there was to learn about the Venus flytrap. And it's amazing how much people online help you out. I put the picture of it up there, and I got 1 million comments, what to do, what not to do, what to feed it, what not to feed it. So it doesn't rely on eating the bugs or meat. It'll help them, but they photosynthesize. They make their own. Right. The problem that we have with that is that, and there'll be 900 people that'll still text me today and tell me to give it only distilled water. The problem is it needs direct sunlight. And it needs hours of direct sunlight. So I think at the end of the show, we might have to put this guy outside and let him soak up the sun and bring him in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Joe, need to bring it in every morning now.
All right.
Just do it to cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you leave, take him out. When you get here, bring him in.
I'll find a nice spot.
Maybe do it with the dogs. If you walk the dogs, take it back in the Venus flytrap.
Okay.
Or what about whenever you go out and visit Ralphie?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I visit Ralphie quite a few times.
Yeah. So.
I got to be honest with you. When you put the picture up, I didn't comment on it, but in my head, I thought, why do I feel like that's going to bring more flies?
Yeah, it does look. It does look like it might do that. I don't know. It seems that we don't even have the flies anymore.
No, whatever you poured down the drain, I think worked.
Yeah.
So thank you to the people that suggested the BioClean and the green goober or whatever you're. I got them both. I got them both and put them in the drain.
You put them both in there, and it made some sort of poison that has now poisoned us.
Burns my a-hole every time I sit on the toilet.
We're actually passed out right now.
Yeah.
We don't even realize that this is all just a dream.
Oh, man.
Oh, can I tell you? I used that BioGreen, that green stuff.
Yeah.
They make it for like water stains. I used it on my shower doors. Holy moly.
Really?
It was incredible. And I'm talking, like my shower doors have been there since the place has been built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like 20 years old, just water stains that I could not get off with whatever I did. I just let it sit there for like 10 minutes, wiped it off, completely clear.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's another really good one that works on everything. It's unbelievable how good this stuff works. Is that Zep stuff? Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, yeah. You can put it on your driveway. You can use it in your toilet. You can do anything that has any kind of, like, it's been there forever or whatever. You can get a toilet that's from a house in the 20s that's been sitting there for the last, however many years, 100 years and stuff, and put a little bit of that in there. It's unbelievable. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure it could kill 9 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Spray
can't
in their
believe
face.
that's good for you.
RFK is trying to get rid of it.
I make chili sometimes. I sprinkle a little bit in there.
Yeah, put a little bit in. It toughens you up. You'll be fine.
Anybody do anything for Memorial Weekend?
Are we?
I mean, like, you guys doing anything? Anybody going away or anything?
I don't think so.
No.
We're off Monday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you seem happy about that?
No, I have to work on best of, and I have half of it done, but this week I have some other stuff that I have to do, so it's just kind of,
Oh, I'm sorry if we're competing with your insurance work.
No, it's not insurance.
I'm kidding.
It's not insurance work. No, I'd have to. Yeah.
Oh, what do you got? I feel like you don't want to tell us something.
No, I don't want to put too much of the business out there, but Chad had a family emergency over the weekend, and he can't attend to it because of his hours. So after here, I got to drive down to Sarasota.
You're on deck.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so.
White Devil's coming down.
Basically. But so it's not, again, it's just one of those things, I know I have to do it, and I'm just going to have to, it's just going to be long days and no naps, which yesterday really took me out.
Yeah.
Not having a nap.
I know. I didn't take a nap yesterday either. It did get me a little cross-eyed.
Oh, I fell asleep at 9 o'clock. Passed out.
Yeah, I couldn't. And I got into a Long Island audit hole last night, and he was in the post office, and a lot of cops came, and I couldn't stop watching it. And the next thing you know, I'm watching 3 hours worth of cop audit videos.
It's so funny. I was watching some of that yesterday as well.
I don't know why they're so interesting to me. I know how they're going to end. I know all the rules now. I know exactly how it's going to end, and yet I still have to see it all.
Yeah, I think it's most interesting about the different people that don't know the law that are law enforcement.
Yeah.
That's, what makes you go, what? They're law enforcement. They should know this.
Yeah.
And the overreaction to different stuff, which he, like you said before, he's very professional and he knows and he doesn't get super excited, but he tells them plainly, he goes, that's not true. That's not the law.
Right.
This is the law.
Look it up.
Yeah.
I got pulled over one time. I was very angry because I did nothing wrong. I just happened to be a nice car in a bad neighborhood. And they stopped me at a stop sign, and I was like, this is garbage because I didn't do anything. I look out of place. Yeah. And the cop's like, where are you coming from? And I went, none of your business. And I was so proud of myself. I couldn't believe, and this is before Long Island Audit video. Yeah. But I was, and the guy was like, what? I go, none of your business. What did I do? I've done nothing wrong. Why are you bothering me? And he was like, we're just going to check your license. And I go, well, that's ridiculous. And I was so mad. And I never get that way with the police officers. And now I'm like, from now on, if they ask me, I'm going to say, I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. And I know the next time I get pulled over, I'm going to be like, yes, sir, whatever you need. You want me to drive license? No problem. Yeah.
I got to tell you.
It just goes so much easier when you're polite.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and then you go, oh, well, you're just rolling over for the, what? Okay, good.
A real bootlicker.
Yeah, I want to be on my way.
But you have also nothing to hide. Like,
exactly.
A lot of times they'll stand at your window and they'll slow talk you so they can look in your car. And because they can see whatever they can see. And that's why they tell you only crack your window a little bit and hand your stuff through the thing. But I'm not hiding anything. I have no drug paraphernalia. My weapon is.
But we've all seen videos where the person does crack their window down like 3 inches and stuff, and then they're like, "You got to roll it all the way down." And you're like, "No, I don't." "Yeah, you do." "No, you don't." "Yeah, you do."
You don't.
You don't. But what are you going to do? Then they smash your window, and you won in court, but now it's 3 months later. You had a broken window.
You went to jail.
Everything else.
You went to jail. You have a broken window, and you sue them, and they have a cap, and they can only get $200,000. So no lawyer wants to take the case to go after it.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a lot easier to cooperate.
And I feel like it also just makes it go longer, way longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could be in and out of there in 10 minutes.
Don't get me wrong. Sean Reyes is doing it so he can make money.
Right.
Yeah. He's also educating people, but the truth is he just wants the clicks, and the more that they argue with him, the better it is for him.
Right, yeah. I got to tell you, though, the thing that drives me crazy, stop making fake videos. Please stop making fake videos. I saw one the other day because I was in the rabbit hole of watching Long Island Audit, and I'm watching these things, and then I see this cop pull this lady over, and it says cop pulls over judge and learns a lesson, whatever. Pulls over a lady, and she's like, "Why'd you pull me over?" And da-da-da, this and that, and back and forth. And then
Black lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
And she goes, well, I know the law and this and that and everything. And he goes, "Oh, okay." Covers body camera, and then you hear, and then, "You just broke my taillight." And she gets out, and why are you in a robe?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like the worst.
Like she's driving home in her robe.
Yeah, the worst WWE acting. And that's the other thing. Yeah, they definitely wear their robes everywhere, right out of judge school.
Yeah.
But they got the click. That's all that matters.
I know, and it makes me mad.
Yeah.
I want to. If you could invent a thing that could take that click back.
I didn't click on that. It comes up like that's I'm feeling like you. I'm like, I didn't choose this. It chose me.
Yeah.
It chose me.
Makes me so mad. Give me that click back. I don't want to give you that click.
Good news and bad news.
All right.
Bone Beach Bash sold out immediately.
Nice.
The first block of rooms is sold out. The good news is they've released some more rooms, but it's not a lot. So if you want to go and you want to stay, you don't have to get a room. You could just come party Friday and Saturday, or Friday or Saturday. It doesn't matter. But if you want to come spend the weekend with us, like everybody else seems to be doing, I would go to theboneonline.com, click on the link right there. It's been updated. I checked it this morning before the show. The new set of rooms is up and available and will be sold out by the end of the day today. That's not being cocky. That's being confident based on yesterday and how many people were shut out yesterday. Because what happened was, I'm just going to be completely honest with you, they allotted a certain amount of rooms, and when those certain amount of rooms sold out way faster than anybody ever expected, they were not ready to put up the second lot of rooms, which are a little bit more expensive. They're different rooms, they're types, but it's not, anyway, whatever's left is up there. So if you want to go, I would not hesitate.
And you have to go to theboneonline.com, click on the link, and go through that way. If you call them or do anything, it's not the proper thing.
Because it's blocked out for the radio station.
Yeah.
So go to theboneonline.com. You'll see it right there on the front page. Click on the summer beach bash, and then it'll tell you how to get the room and at least lock it in now before you're shut out. I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of people staying in my room.
I was going to say, just get a room and have a bunch of people pay you, and everybody just, change in the room and do that stuff, whatever.
I mean, you can do that. Yeah. There are a lot of people that I know, like listeners that I've met, a lot of people from the cruise that are all going. I think that'll be a good time. What else? I'm trying to think of what else. I was trying to convince Bobby to come down for it the other day.
Oh, that'd be a blast.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away, and we will play Sporkle. It is the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Hillsborough County, eastbound Hillsborough Avenue at Harney Road. Some lanes blocked off. Their crews on the scene as well. Not a lot of traffic right now. Still seeing some onlooker delays. Give yourself a few extra minutes until they can clear that up and get it out of your way. The good news is major roadways accident-free right now, including those toll roads. No problems right now in Pinellas County to slow you down. And Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic. Beat the price increase. Ken Ganley has over 1,000 new Kias on sale. Visit them today or online at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichie.com.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 Chevroles and RAV4s, Tundras. I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.com.
Mike Calta here for the Gold and Diamond Source. If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source now through May 31st. You can double your trade up to $5,000. If you trade in $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high. So this is the time to come in and trade in and celebrate the people that serve our country, and shopping is easy. There is no chance you leave without finding something that you need. They have the largest selection in the country. You can take advantage of their 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means if you have financing for $5,000, your monthly payment would only be $83. Best of all, your Gold and Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Plus, it comes with free services, free sizing, free setting, free lifetime warranty, free jewelry cleaning, and free appraisals. The Gold and Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed from in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Almerton Road, right off 275, or check them out at goldendiamond.com and make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
The bigger, better, faster Memorial Day sales event is on at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. We'll double your down payment up to $10,000, and your first 3 payments are on us. Plus, visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
With the power of Amazon, you can make purchases in the morning and they'll be delivered to your doorstep by that afternoon. That's not the case with hurricane-resistant windows. You have to plan ahead. If you have thought about upgrading your windows to withstand the hurricanes, call WeatherTight Windows today. You don't want to overthink this and run out of time when hurricane season is upon us. Call WeatherTight Mike and get a quote on hurricane-resistant windows today.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month, or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Hey, what's going on? It's Gio. Have you ever said to yourself, I am just not a finance person? It's okay if you have, because a lot of us feel that way sometimes. The good news is, when it comes to your finances, Trajan Wealth is. You don't need to know the stock market or understand every retirement option out there. You just need to know what matters to you. And Trajan Wealth's fiduciary advisors, they can take it from there. They can help you sort out all your accounts, roll over that old 401k, and build a strategy that specifically fits your lifestyle. No pressure, because there's no commissions and no hidden fees. You don't need to be a finance person. You just need to choose the right team to get you on the right track. Call Trajan Wealth at 813-550-1000, or you can visit TrajanWealth.com and schedule your free consultation. Again, that's 813-550-1000 or TRAJANWealth.com. Let the experts be the finance person. Call Trajan Wealth today. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 property, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Head to the contest page at theboneonline.com to enter to win tickets to see George Lopez at the Hard Rock Special Events Center inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino June 8th at 8 p.m. Enter for your chance to win tickets at theboneonline.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Gas goes up, groceries go up, and yep, so does your power bill. Solar Bear helps you fight back with the first 12 months completely free, protecting you from rising costs. Solar Bear, own your energy. Visit solarbear.com.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Mike Calter for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high-accuracy, low-dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know, and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us, But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm. I'd like to invite you to join the pros at Mastery Suzuki Repower Center as we celebrate World Boating Day, a global salutation to recreational boating. On Friday, May 23rd, Mastery Suzuki Repower will host an open house. From 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., you can tour the facility, meet our certified techs, and hear testimonials. Visitors will also receive a special gift that will help you enjoy the holiday weekend. Mastery Engine Center is located at 5400 118th Avenue North in Clearwater. Mastery Suzuki Repower wants to celebrate World Boating Day with you. We hope to see you there.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. Power bills just went up again, and guess what? They're not coming back down. But at Solar Bear, they've got a better way. Go solar now and get your first 12 months completely free. That is right, no power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is locally owned, going 10 years strong, and trusted by thousands with 5-star reviews across the state of Florida. Don't keep renting your power. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your energy without the rate hikes.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid again today as those high temperatures sneak their way back into the lower 90s this afternoon. Warm and muggy tonight with a low in the upper 70s. And then, of course, more heat and humidity for Wednesday. Tomorrow's highs again back in the lower 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
647 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
This is what I imagine is in Joe's head 24 hours a day.
Oh, I wish.
Right?
I love it.
My buddy Kevin and I used to always play this game. Like, we'd be going somewhere and we see somebody walking down the street or riding a bike. What song is in their head? It's a great game to play.
Sure.
You know, like, that dude's Sublime. This guy's definitely whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But, like,
yeah.
this is in Joe's head 24 hours. Like, he's just doing the pat walk.
Yep.
You know?
I love
No
it.
doubt.
It seems like a good life, Joe.
Thank you, Michael.
Yep.
Roads all the way, baby.
What's in Carmen's head? What's the song in Carmen's head, do you think?
Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh, all right.
That's what I get. Or something by Sabrina Carpenter.
Geo's is definitely break stuff. Oh, yeah.
What's in my head?
I don't know. Yours, right now, it's Doechii.
Yeah. I'm not going to. You nailed that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Doechii, although I do go, the reason why I'm playing this, because it was stuck in my head, I was listening to it yesterday. Jerry Rafferty has two great songs, Right Down the Line and Baker Street.
Yeah.
In which Foo Fighters covered Baker Street, and it's not as good.
No.
It's an interesting cover, but it's not.
They do
not as good.
They do some good covers, different stuff. Darling Nikki, they do a good cover of. But yeah, sometimes it's funny too because sometimes people put out a cover and people don't know that it's a cover song,
right?
And they're like, "Oh, that's a cover song." And there's sometimes where you're like, "That's like the third rendition of it," you know?
Oh yeah. You're covering a cover.
Because wasn't Tainted Love? Tainted Love was like old, like from like the 50s or something.
Yeah. I've seen that guy on Instagram every once in a while. He's like, songs you didn't know are covers.
Yeah.
And they'll play it for you. Pearl Jam did a lot of covers in the 90s, and they turned me on to new bands. I didn't really know the Dead Boys until Pearl Jam covered Sonic Reducer, and it made me go buy Dead Boys CDs, and I started liking them.
And that's cool. Like Metallica put out a whole EP of covers, you know, and then people were like, oh, cool, I want to check out these people. I want to check out, you know, Diamond Head, different bands that they listen to. Bob Dylan said that once Jimi Hendrix did All Along the Watchtower, he goes, I felt like I was doing a cover. he goes, it became his song.
Yeah. Carmen, what do we have to give away this morning?
So we have tickets for Dierks Bentley,
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Glazer,
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne,
Okay.
Luke Bryan,
All right.
and Cage the Elephant.
Now, I have approximately 3, 6, 9, probably like 15, 20 guitars. Maybe like 25 or so autographed guitars that are hanging on my stairs as you walk upstairs. And I can point to them and tell you what they are, except for two of them. So yesterday I tried to take pictures of them and put them on Google Lens and see if Google Lens could tell me. And Google Lens did not know. Dan Conley knew.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I sent it to him, and I said, do you know who these are by any chance? And he's like, I could tell you that one is from 97X's Backyard Barbecue in this year. And he was like, that's the Wombats and this band. And I said, he's right. Because I could read where it says Wombats on one of them. And I couldn't figure out. I'm like, did I get a whole guitar signed by the Wombats? And then I realized it's different bands.
Oh, so it was like all the different ones that were at that Backyard Barbecue.
Yeah. I do have one, though, that I don't know.
Yeah.
The bottom three are the ones I didn't know. The one is signed by the 97X group performers. One is Nathaniel Ratliff. And then there's one right at the bottom right-hand corner that nobody can tell. And I Google it, and one thing said Tom DeLonge, and another thing said Mark Hoppus. But in my recollection, I have never had a Blink-182 guitar, and I can't tell.
But think about it. Did Mike Olivero go and you were like, hey, get this guitar signed?
Yeah, but it wasn't Blink-182. I would remember that. I would have known I had a Blink-182 guitar. Although I have to tell you, I don't know. I opened up a box one day looking for a chord, and there was an acoustic in there that was signed, and I couldn't figure out. I'm like, I don't know what this is. And Pete walked by and he goes, it's Toby Keith. Like, oh, okay. All right.
Did you go? Do you remember going? I don't know whether you did or not, but I remember going because it was Blink-182 and All-American Rejects opened, and the singer had a broken leg.
Yes, and he was in the wheelchair, or
So maybe you got Blink signed then, because that was a while back.
That's a nice guitar, too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe. It's very possible.
I mean, if it said both of their names.
Yeah, well, Google Lens said it, so I don't really know. I can't read it.
Well,
I can't really tell.
You can look up people's autographs.
Yeah. I just couldn't dial it in yesterday. I couldn't quite see. We'll figure it out. Anyway, all right, Carmen, we got that stuff to give away. Let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me, but I think Galvin's going for 3 today.
That is correct.
Oh, that's not good. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we're going to be playing
all Led Zeppelin.
Bands ending in 4 letters. Can you name the last word of each listed band, all which are 4 letters?
All right.
Okay, gonna go fast. Joe,
oh, man.
Get ready.
All right.
Your first one, Bon.
Jovi.
Galvin.
It's gotta hurt.
Cypress.
Hill.
Geo. Depeche.
Mode.
Galvin. Everything but the
Roses.
Everything but the blank.
Sink.
Everything but the hose.
Girl.
Girl.
That's what I meant.
No point.
No
the hose.
point. Hot.
Heat.
Pap.
I think that was Chio.
I think you're right, Joe. I think you're right. By a
I
little,
would have said Galvin.
but a fine little hair.
What kind of hair?
You know.
Your next one, Kings of
Leon.
Oh,
Geo.
that was definitely Geo.
Cool and the
Gang.
Galvin. Men without
Work. Hats.
hats is correct. Pap.
That was Galvin.
Oh, now you're just trying to hurt me.
Pap or Galvin gets the point. Puddle of
Mud.
Geo. The Black.
Cheese.
People.
Yeah, Crows is too long. Damn it.
Oh, Geo. The Flaming
Lips.
Galvin. The Psychedelic
First.
Mike.
Yay.
Black Eyed
Peas.
Geo.
Oh, Judge.
That was Galvin.
Thank you.
Oh, come on.
Galvin gets the point.
That was not.
Doesn't make them up.
Boomtown
Rats.
Mike. Bowling for
Soup.
Mike. Collective
Soul.
Pap.
Too close to call.
Can
I
we
need
vote the
integrity.
room?
I need some integrity.
I mean, I thought it was me.
You think they're all you.
You think they're all you.
It usually happens. With
I
you.
thought it was me.
I thought it was me. I thought the other one was me, too.
Mike.
I heard Galvin.
Galvin gets the point.
Thank you.
Huey Lewis
News.
in the news is correct. Pap.
Michael.
Mike gets the point. Jethro.
Toe.
Geo. Lincoln.
Park.
Pap.
Too close.
Oh, come on.
That's
I heard Gio. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Geo gets the point. And Pap.
Oh.
We're halfway there.
Oh.
Okay. Michael has 4 points on the board, and Gio and Galvin are both tied with 7 points.
All right. Bands ending in 4 letters. Halfway. Here we go. Men at
Work.
Pap.
Everybody's just screaming. There's no.
I got to tell you, I'm on your side on this one, Joe.
Yeah.
That was so close.
Unless you heard something, Joe.
I did not. I heard
All right.
everybody at the same time.
No point. Mumford and
Son. Yeah. It was
Gal-
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, because I said son.
Okay. Mike.
Integrity.
The 4
Tops.
Galvin. The Kingston
Trio.
Mike. Ace of
Base.
Galvin. Arcade.
Fire.
Galvin. Better than
Ezra.
Mike. Blue Oyster.
Cult.
Galvin. Brooks and
Done.
Geo. Culture.
Club.
Galvin. Dave Matthews.
Band.
Galvin.
Oh, it was you.
No, 100% me.
We're just screaming.
We don't need you until we ask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was me.
It was me.
Pap Pap.
Point, Galvin.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
What have we been doing? Why even bother?
Grateful.
Dead.
Galvin.
Galvin. That was good.
And Pap Pap. We're on the last three.
I don't even know.
Michael has 7 points on the board. No movement there. Gio.
No movement. I gave him 4 points.
Okay. Gio has 8 points.
How many?
8 points on the board, and Galvin is your leader right now. He is winning with 14.
Oh, tight.
All right. Bands ending in 4 letters. Last 3. Here we go. Wu-Tang.
Clan.
Galvin. The Beastie.
Boys.
Galvin. And your last one. System
Down.
of a Geo.
System of a Geo.
Yeah.
Your final score, Michael with 7 points, Gio with 9, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 16.
China! Woo, 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 woo! Trademark 2025.
Excellent victory.
Hey.
Dominant.
Tight.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dumbest game.
I love it.
I mean, literally, you scream and you're right next to Joe, and a lot of things
You
go
wanna
your
sit here?
way.
Everybody's
No, I'm
You
just
can sit
saying.
here.
Like you scream, and you're right next to Joe, and that's why a lot of times I feel they go your way.
You saying we
why-
should have a noise ordinance?
that's
so you
why-
can only
yeah.
say
that's
it so
why
loud?
I'm saying there's no way to
That's
do
why I
it.
got 6 more than you?
There's no way to do it.
Okay.
Like it's just. It's
That's
the
why I
dumbest
got
game.
6 more than you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just
Because
checking.
once one goes, it's like whatever. What are we doing here?
I do feel like Joe is intimidated sometimes.
That's not true.
Rather by you.
Galvin literally screams into the microphone.
Everybody's screaming.
2
What do you
feet.
think you're doing?
System
of a Down.
Like you
Beastie Boys.
like you're screaming right now.
You're
You
screaming right now.
Scream into the mic.
You're screaming right
And
now.
I think the fact that you're a foot away from Joe, that's why a lot of times.
Yeah, that's probably what gave me the extra 6.
It leans that way.
That's probably what gave me the extra 6.
That's why.
Interesting. All right. Galvin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I would like for both of you to tell me how bad you are at Sporkle and how good I am at it and how I get them all right without screaming.
Galvin, you're really good at Sporkle.
Don't do it sarcastically.
Galvin, you're really good at Sporkle. You don't shout the answers. You just get them right because you're smarter.
Culture Club.
Galvin, you did really good at Sporkle today. In fact, you're so smart that you're almost half of what I have for the whole year.
Oh,
good
well,
job.
that's wrong. That's wrong.
I
do when I do the Chicago Pope. I do the Chicago Pope. I don't half-ass it.
All right, I'm sorry. Galvin, congratulations on making the rule today. You certainly are the smartest person in the room.
Neither one of you said how bad you were at it.
I wasn't done.
I'm bad.
And today I stunk.
Yeah.
Single digit stunk.
I do have 8 wins for the year.
8. What are the year-to-date totals?
How many months?
We're in May.
The year totals are I have 8. Clearly, Galvin's shouting. He's giving me 8. Galvin has 28. Mike has 56.
Interesting. All right. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, catch 'em all, fun with flying, and name that noise.
Yay. Oh, man, like the Q Zoo. All right, we'll take a quick break. Galvin has your news. We'll do that when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Couple of accidents in Hillsborough County right now. The first one westbound I-4. It's at Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Crews have that right lane blocked right now. Seeing backups past 75. Of course, that's going to get worse as the morning commute continues. Keep that in mind if that's where you plan on heading this morning. Also a wreck from earlier eastbound Hillsborough Avenue at Harney Road now in the clearing stages. Still seeing some minor onlooker slowdowns. It's going to take a little longer than normal to get past all of that. Pinellas County checking in accident-free, as are the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamTechSchool.com.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet, because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22 Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult, and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The bigger, better, faster Memorial Day sales event is on at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. We'll double your down payment up to $10,000, and your first 3 payments are on us. Plus, visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
John Setting here for Hawkins Service Co. From repairs and maintenance to upgrades, Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. Summer is upon us, and if you want peace of mind as the temperatures rise, buy a new system from Hawkins Service Co. and receive a free 1-year maintenance plan. Get ahead of the upcoming price increases. Offers ends May 31st. Schedule your consultation today and give them a call. 813-445-8209 or online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches of my feet stopped hurting, and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember, 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Drip, drip, drop. Are you tired of leaky faucets, climbing into a tub with water that never gets to that right temperature? Well, the folks over at Climate Design Home Services can help. They've got licensed plumbers on staff that can stop those leaky faucets and install a new hot water tank in less than a day, even the tankless kind that'll save you money. Doesn't matter if it's a clogged drain, sewer line replacement, or even repiping. Call Climate Design Home Services. They will take care of all your needs. 727-295-1572. That's 727-295-1572. Or you can simply go to climatedesign.com and get that leaky faucet fixed today. Say goodbye to that annoying drip, drop, and go to climatedesign.com and say goodbye to those drips. ClimateDesign.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down per $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid again today as those high temperatures sneak their way back into the lower 90s this afternoon. Warm and muggy tonight with a low in the upper 70s. And then, of course, more heat and humidity for Wednesday. Tomorrow's highs again back in the lower 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calter Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calder Show, it's 102.5 The Bone.
Have you ever seen Billy Idol in an interview, like his personality?
I saw him on the bonfire with Robert Kelly not too long ago.
Seemed pretty good, right?
Yeah, he seems like a great guy.
I saw a clip the other day of Billy Idol on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Any question? No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't like it there.
I don't know whether he didn't like it or whether he maybe was nervous to be on a TV show or what the deal was, but it was weird. I was like, Billy, you got to give us more than that.
Yeah, I think those guys, I wonder why. I think they shut down on purpose.
But he seems like such a personality. You know what I mean? You would think he'd be like, yeah, well, doing his Billy Idol thing. And he was just like Jimmy asked him this kind of long, detailed question that you could give a big answer to. And he was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, well, we're not coming back.
That's the worst part about doing a phone interview with somebody. If I ask somebody a question and they give me that on the phone, I can go, all right, well, can you elaborate on that or something like pulling teeth? But if they're in the studio and you can look at their face and they go, no, you can look at them and go, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You can't do that over the phone. You can do that. You can look at somebody right in the face here and you go, why are you being a dick? Why are you being a dick?
Or you tell them to go smash their fruit in the hall. By the way, that's coming up. That anniversary is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
What year anniversary? 10-year anniversary?
Is it?
Yeah. 15?
18.
I can't see.
2015.
2015?
Yeah, so
Yeah, so 10 year. 10 year coming up in June.
We should throw a party.
We absolutely have to revisit that.
We should smash some fruit.
We should go to visit. We should do the show from Gallagher's grave.
June 18th. So let's see. Are we on? That'll be Wednesday.
Okay.
In June, we should definitely do
it's Gallagher Day.
we should break it down like the Zapruder film.
Right.
I mean, we really should. That is one of the greatest things. I told you a million times. You could have spent 100 hours writing down different lines of things that you could say.
I could have been like, oh, yeah? Well, the jerk store called and they want you back.
Yeah. You could have sat there. You could have had Bobby Kelly help. You could have had the Stengels help writing.
Right.
You could have done all this stuff. No one would come up with a better line than go smash your fruit in the hall. That was fantastic.
Yes. And
didn't he have a tag hanging on his
hat?
hat?
And that was the shot. That was the shot as he was leaving.
Take the tag off your hat.
Mini Pearl.
I'm going to tell you right now, we will revisit this, I guess, in June, but I still, to this day, don't think Go Smash Your Fruit in the Hall is such a great line.
Perfect.
It was a throwaway line to me. I just wanted him to get out of the studio.
I rank it up there with I'll Be Back. Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about that, and he was trying to convince James Cameron, and he goes, and I was a newer actor. I didn't have the pull or anything, but he goes, I was trying to explain to James Cameron, if I'm a cyborg, if I'm half robot, he would say, I will be back, because that's the proper thing. I will be back. And James Cameron said, no, I think it's better this, that. And he goes, and we went back and forth a little bit, and James Cameron finally said, just read what's on the paper. He goes, that's the line I want. Just do that. Yeah. And he was like, okay. And of course, I'll be back. Biggest, catchphrase.
Yeah, but if he would have said, I would be back, I think that would have been the phrase.
I don't think so. I think I'll be back has more punch to it.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? It's those little things. Go for it.
I would
Sylvester
be back.
Stallone, why don't you go for it? You know what I mean? Like, that's not working. Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah. But if people don't know, Gallagher, the comedian, was in, and we had him in, and it was a favor.
It was a favor.
It was a favor that they begged to have him in because they weren't selling tickets. We had him in like
6 o'clock in the morning. We had him come in really early because I didn't want to have him on the show.
And he was just stiff as could be and not giving anything. And, you're doing him a favor and stuff, and he's acting like this. So finally, Mike was like, what is your problem? What are you doing?
Why are you being a dick?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not being a dick. Evidently, he had a fight with Mark Maron, too. And
he had a fight with everyone.
But Mark Maron, I guess, said out of all the people he had on the show, Gallagher was really the only dick. And Mark Maron said it was because he brought up the fact that Gallagher made racist and homophobic jokes. And he said, and I wasn't criticizing him for that. I was asking him if he had problems doing that, if he felt like he could still do that, because it was a joke, And he got all offended and walked out of the studio. Gallagher.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Gallagher 2 still alive? I know Gallagher died.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was a weird situation.
Yeah.
Gallagher's brother started doing his act because Gallagher wanted him
He was sick.
continue on. Yeah, Gallagher was sick, so his brother started doing the act. Gallagher got better, said, hey, stop doing the act. Gallagher, too, said, I'm getting the sweet, sweet Gallagher love. I don't want to do it. I want to keep doing it and stuff. And then they had a big falling out, and yeah.
Do you remember what my problem was with Gallagher? What I asked him?
Well, your stories, Michael, they didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
right. That's what he said to me. He goes, hey, that's your problem. I'm like, hey, Gallagher, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't just buy a hat from the thrift shop. I'm okay.
By the way, mere 7 years later, he was dead. You killed Gallagher.
Yeah, I gave him the slow death.
Let me see his brother, Gallagher. His brother, Ron Gallagher. Is he still alive or not?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's not.
I don't know.
You put the Malyork on him, Michael.
Yeah, well, it took a 7-year one, though.
All right.
Can I tell you something? We were talking about jail this morning, and what would be worse, living in a group or being in a cell with one person?
Right.
What do you think?
Oh, I think a group, because you just have more odds of somebody messing with you than just one. Although, I mean, you're still trapped. It's a bigger room, but you're still trapped in that room. If you're in a cell, you're in a small room, and depending on who the person is. But I think...
Oh, can you imagine, like, if we and you got connected in jail? Like, if we were both in jail and you came in my cell, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. We're not worried about stabbing each other in the middle of the night. We're not worried about you trying to do gay stuff. You know, we're like just two dudes who are doing our time.
Yeah.
That would be fine.
But either one of us wants to fight the other one about something. That's a big fight in a small cell.
Right.
One of us is leaving probably.
But I think we're good. Like, you and I are good.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, like, or I'd rather have, like, Joe in my cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if I wanted to do some gay stuff, he has no choice.
Right.
Well, I have somebody that we know that went to jail, and they said we're forgetting the worst part about being in the group area is group crapping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to crap in front of everybody.
Yeah.
This person said they were in jail for 3 days, no crapping.
You're saying that's the worst part. I think there's other worst parts.
I don't know. I think that I don't know what would be worse, crapping in front of other people or having to watch other people crap. That would also be bad. That stanky stranger crap.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't want that.
Terrible.
Anyway, hey, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Dom will be here in the 8 o'clock hour this morning to take your legal calls. Right now, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I will play it for you later, but Medicine Man left a follow-up message yesterday.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. What do we have in news today, Galvin?
I'm dying to find out about Ron Gallagher, Leo Gallagher's brother.
Can't find anything on him.
Gallagher's name was Leo?
So it was Leo Gallagher.
And then
was
Ron.
Yeah, and then Ron's the brother. That's Gallagher 2.
Right.
Who did it and stuff. Yeah, but there is not a lot of information on Ron Gallagher.
My gut feeling tells me he died.
Can I tell you, if they had a reality show of the two Gallaghers and the Spacey brothers, oh, my God.
The Spacey brothers are the greatest.
Right?
Yeah.
You got super successful, obviously now a lot of problems and stuff, Kevin Spacey, and then his brother, who is a Rod Stewart impersonator that drives a limo. That's wild.
Oh, I thought I had it. Ron Gallagher.
Ron Gallagher.
There is a Ron Gallagher in Sarasota. There is a Ron Gallagher at Southern Wine and Spirits in Palm Harbor. And I don't think these are any of the same guys.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was owner and manager of Gallagher Innovations, so I thought, oh, that must be him.
All right.
Him.
Well, we have until June to figure it out whenever we do the big
we can get him on.
Gallagher show. Yeah, that'd be great. Kick him out. Today's top story, a fourth inmate who escaped from New Orleans jail Friday was captured on Monday as hundreds of local, state, and federal authorities scrambled to find the one still on the loose.
Just one.
As of Monday evening, 6 men remained on the run after they bolted out of the hole carved in the jail wall, sprinted across the interstate, and vanished. They have all the different names: Corey Boyd, Jermaine Donald, Derek Groves, Antoine Massey, Leo Tate, and Lenton Vanderburen. I'm sorry, Van Buren, not Vanderburen. They face an array of charges such as aggravated assault with a firearm, false imprisonment with a weapon, and murder. The suspects took advantage of a faulty locking system, is what they're saying. A jail employee who had stepped away to get food. At this time, you go get yourself
the way to get food.
a snack, and then they're still looking for some of these guys.
So we were watching it yesterday. We were having some discussion about whether or not those guys would get caught based on facial recognition and their social security numbers popping up and things along with them trying to use credit cards. And they already got some of the guys that were walking down the streets in New Orleans, and their facial recognition picked them up. They were showing it on the news this morning. That's got to be hard. I would say the best thing you could do is get in a basement and lay low for a couple of months. You gotta get off the radar.
You got to go somewhere rural, I would think.
Yeah.
You just
Not a
stay,
city.
Stay somewhere where you're inside. You know what I mean? Go to somebody's house that you can trust and live in the basement. At least you're living a little bit more free than before. And then I don't know what the proper facial. I mean, if you wore a COVID mask, does that help? But it certainly is pretty obvious if you're walking around with a COVID mask on.
Yeah, if you could get some sort of disguise maybe or something, but then, if they look at you and they're like, I don't think you have a big white beard.
Right.
What's going on with you?
Yeah, but even that, I don't know, does the beard stop the facial recognition? Because glasses does not.
It's the eyes mostly is the thing. It's the eyes and the face, the structure of the face and stuff. I did have a woman reach out to me. She said, I'm a crime analyst, and I can 100% tell you that there is no database that notifies anything to me when somebody applies for a job. A background check will show the company that the applicant has a warrant, but then it's up to the company to notify law enforcement.
It's not if somebody applies for a job. It's if you put them in the Social Security system in order to process a paycheck, it immediately comes up. It's red if they're red flagged, if there's somebody that are on the run and they're wanted by the FBI, they're red flagged. So if they put the Social Security number in the system to generate a paycheck, not if they applied for a job or if they got a job, but once they start getting pay and taking taxes out, they know exactly where they are.
Yeah,
that's what
if
it was.
If they have the right address on file,
and if they're not,
we learned that from the fugitive,
and if they're not using somebody else's Social Security number, sure.
Right.
The other thing that you were very wrong about yesterday, very wrong,
wasn't wrong about that.
very wrong.
What
was that the dogs' mouths are cleaner than
I know.
human mouths?
No. By the way, 100%, I knew that. As I said that because that's a thing that people say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I knew that was wrong. Yeah, because somebody else pointed out to me, and all right, yeah. I love whenever I say things that everything I say is serious, like I've never made a joke on here. 100%
I've not heard any jokes.
know that, but was saying it because that's a thing people say.
Known as the serious guy.
I have breaking news.
Oh, Gallagher is on his way.
You say breaking news.
I have breaking news.
Is it good breaking news or bad breaking news?
I mean, it's sad breaking news.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we go now live to the newsroom where Gio has sad breaking news.
Ron Gallagher, brother of famous comedian Leo Gallagher, passed away February 2022.
Oh.
At 75 years old.
Oh, man.
So they both died in 2022?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's how dependent Gallagher was on the other Gallagher when he died.
That guy's just doing the act. He's doing the act right. So when did he die? What month?
It says February 9th, 2022.
And then Leo Gallagher died November 11th, 2022.
Man.
Wow.
Couldn't live without his brother.
Is the other guy still alive? That, what's his name? The other comedian. The
Bob Nelson?
No, the one that does the shows with Jimmy Walker.
Artie Fletcher?
Artie Fletcher.
Oh.
Is he still alive?
I think so.
He's alive. His career's dead.
Yeah, his career never lived.
I'm sure he's doing a Legends of Comedy tour somewhere.
Last time I saw him, I ran into him at a deli in Palm Harbor, and he was like, it was right after we had him on the show, and he says all these horrible things to me, and then he sees me in person. He's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good. And I was like, nothing, like, we're all just jokes, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever, I don't care. And then he was like, yeah, I get calls all the time to go up and do these shows in New York, but they don't even want to put you up for more than one night, so it's not even worth it. I told Gutfeld, go pack sand. And I'm like, no, Gutfeld's not calling you. You just lie right out of the side of your mouth.
I've got more breaking news.
Oh!
Are you serious?
Breaking again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go back to the newsroom. Gio has breaking news.
According to the website, artiefletcher.com, after 50 years of show business, it's time to say goodbye.
Oh.
Artie Fletcher has hung it up.
Oh.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
A great career, which I have traveled the world, performed in 49 states, 450 cities, 16 countries, with numerous TV appearances, and I've opened for 250 acts.
No TV appearances. The TV appearances that he had were fake. The one that they said he was on Letterman, he was in the crowd. And the one at Leno was a fake thing that he shot at Universal.
I saw him talking to Jay Leno.
No, you did not. You did not.
Tell me about your...
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look what he's wearing.
I've been on major tours, and I'm tired. Great fans all over the world, but it is time to let it go. I have an Artie Fletcher management company. I teach and still speak to corporate events, I thank you all, and I love you. I will see you around.
That, to me, is the biggest joke. When failures teach. Like when Seth was teaching at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Yeah. I don't understand how you can teach when you've done nothing.
I would argue he has done something.
What has he done?
Because right here, it says on his website, some stats you'll enjoy.
Oh, please.
Sales on my merchandising worldwide.
What is that?
Cassettes, 18,000.
Cassettes.
CDs.
$18,000 or 18,000 units?
Units.
Oh.
CDs, 32,000.
Uh-huh.
DVDs, 14,000.
Who is he putting these stats out for? Like, who cares about this?
T-shirts, 64,000.
Do you know this is him trying to convince himself that he was successful?
And my book, 328,000 copies.
I don't believe any of that.
All this worldwide. So there is some of me everywhere.
Yeah. Good. You and Gallagher are going to be in the same place before you know it.
Like, he literally put the stats.
What is that even? I mean,
I never got to see him live.
Who? Artie Fletcher?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
bet you we could bring him out of retirement.
I guess I never had my
The
chance.
next time, maybe we could bring him to the Bowen Beach Bash. I'm sure that with 300,000 book sales,
I mean, yeah,
the audience would be clamoring for
Set
him.
up a merch table.
Oh, man.
So we learned a lot today on today's show.
Yeah. A lot about dead people and
losers.
Retired people.
Rest in peace, Artie.
Former President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has spread to his bones. Doctors not involved in former president's care said the diagnosis shows the nuance and challenges of screening for prostate cancer. We were talking about this. How long did he know about it? All that stuff. Some have suggested that Biden likely knew about his cancer for a long time. But it's possible, according to several doctors, that his tumor was missed or that he has a particularly aggressive form of cancer that was unlikely to be detected by routine testing.
I don't believe it. I believe most presidents are going to lie about their health. I think this would have been scummy if he knew he had an aggressive prostate cancer and he tried to run for president again. I think that's pretty scummy, but I don't know that that's true. I did see some videos yesterday where he referenced himself to being a cancer patient years ago.
Yeah.
That popped up a couple of times and then included himself in a group of
that
people.
was like 2022.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
He's like, come on, I'm serious.
Yeah. But I mean, it was very similar to that.
Yeah.
I just think that, but at the same time, we have a current president who lies about his health and his height and weight also. So
I think they definitely covered it.
He's
up.
getting ready for the combine.
Yeah.
They had to have known.
How about this? Have you seen Kash Patel and Dan Bongino talking about Jeffrey Epstein's file?
I saw a little bit of that.
They said that they have both seen the file and that this definitely was a suicide. He definitely killed himself.
I did see Kash Patel on one of the Talking Head shows saying that it was definitely a suicide.
They said, listen, you look at suicide and you know that this was a suicide. And I'm like, you're part of the problem.
But who gave that? I can believe, but I think somebody gave him the means to kill himself.
My father is convinced that he killed himself. My father, who was a prison guard at Rikers Island for years, is convinced that Jeffrey Epstein did in fact kill himself and was given the ultimatum, kill yourself or we're going to kill your family.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
And you need to do it during this window of time because there'll be no video and stuff like that.
By the way, I saw a video of Jeffrey Epstein on a motorcycle with Diddy on back. Right
I saw that too.
So wild. I mean, it's not real. It's AI, but it's like so wild.
You could just barely tell that it's AI.
Yeah.
It's getting so good.
Like if you would have showed me that 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known because we didn't know all the AI stuff. And
it's really getting crazy, the stuff you can create on AI.
The FAA confirmed Monday that yet another system outage occurred at the facility handling flights in and out of Newark Liberty International Airport.
We're so close to being single.
The agency said the Philadelphia control tower handling the air traffic lost radio frequencies for about 2 seconds around 11:35 a.m. Despite the brief outage, all the aircraft remained safely separated.
Sure.
The outage remains under investigation. Monday's outage occurred at the troubled Philadelphia terminal radar approach control area, which has continued to have intermittent outages since the first failure was reported in April.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
My wife was supposed to fly there this weekend, had to cancel her flight because she was too scared to fly into Newark, leaving me married. I was so close to being single.
As long as you don't fly to Newark, you're fine.
Carmen, I would be single and rich You know how great that would be?
Yeah, but what about your kids?
Yeah, I'm cool with them.
Oh, but they don't have a mother anymore?
They'll be fine. My son is almost 19. My daughter will be fine. And they'll have mothers around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll have JoJo, they'll have Soph. And then, they'll have a whole string of young ladies.
Yeah.
That'll be here to take care of them.
Who is going to help your daughter more than a 27-year-old to teach her how to do her hair and makeup and stuff, right?
I don't need this old broad showing her
stuff from the 90s.
Yeah.
Get out.
Oh, man. Making her listen to Backstreet Boys and Wu-Tang Clan while they're getting ready.
Daughter's going to high school with tight roll jeans.
Yeah. Come on. Now you're feeling me, Galvin. And, and at the same time, we could be, Pete and I could be planning to take our girlfriends on vacation. It'd be great.
You could date your son's girlfriend's slightly older sister.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's weird at the beginning, but we're all hanging out together.
That's a good time.
I like this. Yeah. It would have been nice. Newark Airport. We had the plan down, man.
Well, it keeps happening, so there might be.
Oh, she's not flying.
She's aware of it. She's aware of it.
It's caught on.
Back to the old, let's go hiking.
Unless stuff starts happening over in Greece or Hawaii or something. Yeah.
Or Madeira Beach, where we're going this weekend.
By the way, speaking of flying, would you be interested in a flying car? I mean, it's 2025.
Yes.
We're supposed to have flying cars, right?
I don't know. I'm pretty scared. I don't even like roller coasters.
I want it like Back to the Future, though.
Well, the first mass-produced flying car will go on sale early next year. They're not going to be cheap. The base model is about $800,000, but
Tom Segura will get one.
It's not the flying car that you're thinking of.
Oh.
It's basically just a sports car with retractable wings. So not a hover car, not like a and take off in traffic type thing.
Does it fly
you need a runway.
Okay.
You need a runway, so you drive, the wings come out, and then you can take off and do that.
Do you need a license?
100% you need a license.
Like a pilot's license?
And I mean, you're going to be in airspace. You have to be able to talk to air traffic control.
People are going to be flying into buildings.
Yeah. It's
not on purpose.
It's not going to be safe. I think the coolest futuristic thing that they had, was it Minority Report, or which was the one where they were going up the buildings?
Yeah, that was Minority Report.
Yeah, where it was like a magnetic thing and stuff. That's great because it's almost like a track.
Be petrified. I'd be so afraid of heights and so afraid of all that.
You're afraid of roller coasters.
I am. I don't like any of that stuff. Yeah.
I don't know, but flying on your own and other people flying, I mean, it's already bad enough people driving.
You would think with all the drone technology, though, they'd have to be able to make a car with the hover, just, hovers up like a drone.
Yeah, and you
flies.
would think, with the GPS and you just put in the coordinates and it does it.
Autopilot.
And it's making sure that no other, flying cars are in your way, but who knows?
I don't like it. I don't feel like it's in our lifetime.
Yeah. Does anybody think that their phone is being hacked or like somebody's following you or doing something on your phone?
All the time.
All the time?
I do not.
Well, here's a few ways a spyware expert listed 5 different signs that someone is tracking your phone. Your battery drains really fast.
Okay.
Your phone heats up.
Check and check.
Yeah. Your data usage is sky high.
Who's following you?
I don't know.
What do you got? What do you got? The secrets?
Rough shot, Todd.
I guess.
Where's Gio?
Maybe it's my wife. I don't know.
Your data usage is sky high. You get strange texts that immediately disappear.
Oh.
Or your screen randomly turns on when you're not touching your phone. If any of those things, those are the 5 signs that someone might be tracking your phone.
The only thing that happens to me is none of those, but sometimes my phone will just take a picture randomly. And it'll take a screenshot, not a picture, but like a screenshot of the background of my phone.
Oh, wow.
Without you touching it? Yeah, because if you touch it, because I've had it a bunch of times where I go to turn the screen off and I hit the other thing and I screenshot it,
Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe I'm fat fingering it.
A couple days ago, I called 911 by mistake.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that.
And they called me and I thought it was like a scam. And they're like, "Are you in trouble? This is 911." I go, "No, I'm not in trouble. Stop calling me." I was like a dick to them. And then I realized I went back and looked at my outgoing calls and I did call 911 somehow.
Yeah, they called me and they were like, "Did you call 911?" And I go, "No." And they're like, "Do you have an emergency?" I go, "No, I just have fat fingers." And they go, "Happens all the time, sir." All right, sorry.
This is interesting because this came up over the weekend and you told us yesterday on the show about your situation at a restaurant. In a poll, 40% of people say they have never sent food back at a restaurant.
Yeah, the only time I send it back is if I order a steak medium and it comes out rare, I'd be like, "Hey, can you just cook this a little longer?" But no, if it's bad, I never send it back.
And 8% would not send something back even if it was completely different from what they ordered. So if you ordered the fish and it came out and it was chicken.
It depends. If it came out and it looked good, I'd be like, all right, I'll just eat the chicken. Yeah, I mean, like, if it comes out and it looks like it's something I would still enjoy, I'd probably keep it. I go, no big deal. But if I ordered chicken and they gave me fish and I hate fish, I'd be like, no, you gave me the wrong thing.
Can I tell you? By the way, I got my money back 100% because this is insane. This blew my mind. I ordered some breakfast sandwiches on I don't know, it was DoorDash or not DoorDash, Grubhub or Uber Eats or whatever. But I ordered it, and I'll tell you, it was from IHOP because Einstein Bagels was not open. And I love their breakfast sandwiches.
So good.
So I ordered a breakfast sandwich from IHOP, and it came, and it was like a egg and cheese and hash browns on there and pickles.
Pickles?
On a breakfast sandwich?
On a breakfast sandwich.
I'm okay with it.
Listen to me,
No.
Carmen. I love pickles. I don't want it with eggs.
Yeah.
And nowhere in the description did it say pickles. I read it a bunch of different times, whatever. So problem with the thing. Food was made wrong. What was made wrong? They put pickles on a breakfast sandwich. Why would they do that? Is what I wrote. And immediately they gave me my money back. I was like, because I took the pickles.
It'll ruin a whole sandwich.
I took the pickles off. Still tastes like pickles.
Yeah, it'll
It was
ruin a whole sandwich.
Ruined.
May I give some love to the Bonefish Grill?
Oh, okay. What
no,
happened?
I'm sorry. Not the Bonefish
I was going to say, they're the ones that...
That was one I had a problem with.
Okay.
Grill Smith.
Okay.
Grill Smith ordered it through DoorDash or whatever, Uber Eats, and surprisingly consistent after all these years.
Yeah.
I pretty much get the same thing, but it was still excellent and hot and cooked well and excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Good job, Grill Smith.
Yeah, you like whenever you get a meal that really represents and does a good job because when you're getting food delivery, you're like, all right, it might be a little colder. This may not be this, whatever, but if you get it and it's really just 100%, you're like, yeah, you guys did it. You nailed it.
A lot of stuff doesn't travel well.
A lot.
You got to pick what you're eating.
Absolutely. Yeah. Onion rings, French fries, never working. Pizza, it's going to kind of taste like the box. This happens, whatever. Salads are never I can't eat it. I'm telling you right now, if you're a restaurant and you make salads, have a cold bowl. If you don't have a cold bowl, I'm throwing it in your face. It's ridiculous. Chill the bowl. Chill the bowl. That's all I ask.
That does seem like something very easy to do.
Yeah.
It makes a massive difference.
It jumps from a 60 to 100. Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm so excited that my dad has jumped on the bandwagon of my wife departing us at Newark Airport.
Oh, really?
He said, yeah, your sister will take care of your daughter. And I went, oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, my God. Your whole family's
Dad. The whole family's trying to get rid of her now.
You've got a ton of options.
Yeah.
This is great.
All right.
I'm actually excited again.
Yeah.
Plus, you
A
could
little pep
have
in my step.
Or you can have your daughter go live with your nephew. He seems to have a lot of rules. And
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Any update on those?
Yes, they asked me if I wanted to FaceTime the baby.
No.
What's a FaceTime a newborn baby? And just stare at it.
So now you've been relegated to you're only FaceTime only.
I can't even meet the baby. I got to FaceTime it.
Wow.
Like
So it was definitely directed at you.
were there any new rules? Like if you happen to have a radio show, please don't talk about my baby?
Oh, no. I don't think that rule, I think everybody knows. The only problem I've ever had with that, talking about the stuff on the radio, is my son. My son said to me not too long ago, he said, not everything has to be on the radio.
Oh.
And my wife has never said that to me, and my son said it to me. You know what he got mad at?
Huh.
When I posted a picture of his $1,000 toll bill.
Oh, yeah.
Because the comments, people are just dicks in the comments.
Oh,
and he's like, wants to fight everybody in the comments. I'm like, just you got to ignore them. But he was like, you got to take that down. And I go, why? He goes, because all the comments are ridiculous. And he goes, not everything has to be not everything in our life has to be on the radio. And I went, oh,
that sounds a
you're
lot
your
more.
mother's son.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds more like a wife comment than a son comment.
But my wife has been in it so long, she knows, she's aware. You know what I mean? So she doesn't care.
By the way, speaking of the reach of our radio program, do you know that Coco knows that we talk about her?
You're Coco.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife's friend, Coco.
Yeah.
So she goes to the same deli all the time for lunch. I guess it's near her work and stuff. And one of the girls at the deli goes, do you have a friend that's on the radio? And she goes, well, my friend's husband is on the radio. And she goes, You're Coco?
How did she know she was Coco?
I don't know. Something.
Did she run and jump into the door?
Yeah, or maybe she told them she does not identify as Asian or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it turns out that they listen, and now they know that Coco that's Coco, and so it got back to her. Listen, we talk about her.
You guys have to be on our side of it.
Yeah.
You can't rat us out. Like, I took a picture of my daughter playing volleyball, and I posted it on my personal Instagram, and everybody's hit me up, and they're like, where's Lithgow? And I go, you gotta keep that on the down low. You gotta keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
That's between us.
Although we did see Lithgow.
We did get to see Lithgow.
Am I right?
I mean, for a second, I dropped my phone. I thought it was a Trinity killer.
It's an uncanny resemblance. Not exactly what you want to look like as a 12-year-old.
No. But the thing you can only hope is that she has a story like Rebecca Romaine Stamos or one of those girls that was like, oh, I was looked completely different when I was, 12, 13, and then I hit my spurt when I was 18 or whatever. It became.
She still got time to change.
Yeah.
Only so much changing can go on.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Is your daughter friends with Lithgow?
I mean, she's friends with everybody.
Yeah.
She doesn't know. My daughter doesn't even know who John Lithgow is.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
Yeah. No, I keep it away from the kids.
You can say that and they have no idea who he is.
Exactly. Listen, I can't be making fun of any of the kids. I'm the guy who broke the chair.
That's true.
So.
You don't want to be called Lithgow.
No.
By the way, I was trying for the life of me to think of another character actor, and I couldn't think of it because I was saying maybe one day they'll look like.
Oh, you don't want to look like the guy who was inconceivable from The Princess Bride. Oh, that guy's name. You don't want to look like him either.
Yeah,
and I've seen semblances of that.
Microsoft has a new report that claims office employees are interrupted by meetings, emails, and other work-related pings every 2 minutes. And I said pings, not pigs. They also say 60% of meetings are ones that are kind of called at the moment. And because of all of those meetings during the workday, they say there has been a 15% increase in the number of chats sent out daily outside of work hours. Unfortunately, nothing is going to convince the higher-ups to do away with inefficient meetings, but there are things that you can try to make the most of the time you have. One suggestion is pick the time of day that you're most productive and block out that time ahead if possible.
I came to a realization yesterday that I am no longer dealing with garbage.
I know, Michael. I take it out.
No.
Yeah.
That's trash. That's trash.
Oh, all right.
I was so frustrated yesterday that I was like, I'm not letting this stuff ruin my day anymore. I have an agent, and I never tell everybody, I'll talk to my agent. Never. I always handle everything, and then if I need help, I'll go to Tony, and I'll say, hey, I need help. From now on, I'm just going to be like, well, go to my agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. If things want to go along those lines and people want to be, because yesterday was just, it ruined my whole day just because I had put up a baby BS right out of the gate.
What
so
was
I'm
it about?
I can't say. I can't say.
Yeah, but that really is a good reason. You have an agent, use the agent.
Right.
And if it's a situation like that, if you know going in that you're dealing with this person, you've dealt with them and totally fine, whatever, and you guys always seem to be able to, do stuff together, totally fine. But if it gets to that where type thing, okay, cool, then talk to my agent.
Yes, there was me all day.
Yeah.
All day.
That's too much.
Now we got the Bone Summer Beach Bash, which is already hugely successful.
People are very excited about this.
Well, I mean, tell me a time a radio station's ever done anything like this before.
Yeah.
And this is just great. It's all of us together. It is our show. It is Senning's show. It is Mo and Drew. It is JP, Monica, Dizzy.
Which, by the way, I had people that are like, are you going to be out there? And I'm like, I'm going to be out there the entire time. We're weekend. Literally, working, because we're all going to be out there.
I will get off the air and drive over there.
Yeah.
I will be over there, and I will be there from Friday to Sunday. Now, if my wife doesn't travel to Newark before then, she may be coming with me.
Okay.
But anyway, if not, if Coco can come, that would be great.
Coco is coming.
Oh, is she?
By the way, that's what brought this whole thing up. Is my wife said Coco was asking about it because those people asked Coco after they found out she was Coco, and Coco said she wants to go.
Yeah.
And I said Coco can come. Everybody can come.
I do want to clarify a couple of things. One is that you do not have to pay anything.
No.
Yeah, this is a free event, and you can come on Friday, you can come on Saturday, you can come Friday and Saturday, you can come Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning for brunch if you'd like, and you could take part in all the activities. If you want to stay at the hotel, you can go to theboneonline.com, click on the Summer Beach Bash, and book through the Bones website to get the hotel if there's any left. I know they released a new block of hotels last night, but they were already going fast this morning.
But you don't have to have a room to come and do all the activities and see all the events and do everything.
Some people thought they were going to be charged for like each event and different things. There's no upcharges at all.
So I will tell you that Friday night, there's John Senning has a band, an acoustic duo that's playing.
Yeah.
I don't know their names or else I'd be
Matt and Zach, I believe so.
Okay. Who I did listen to yesterday and enjoyed.
Yeah, so I think they take like popular songs and change them up and stuff. Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
And then on Saturday, Pipple Toddler will be playing, and then after Pipple Toddler plays, we jump in the pool for a midnight pool party, and then Carmen's doing yoga.
Yeah.
Has anybody talked to you yet about that?
Nope.
So still just going with you're doing yoga.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't know, like, am I leading the class? Am I just, like,
And nobody, even off all the talking on the air yesterday, nobody said we should probably clear this up with Carmen.
Nope.
Okay?
I talked to Carmen's agent.
Yeah. I also saw something about Pete doing acoustic guitar by the fire.
Does Pete know?
I don't think so.
Let's be honest, Pete was going to do acoustic.
Either way, he couldn't stop.
He's definitely noodling.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody who whether you got tint or not from Pete at 813 Tinting, but did take the time to text Pete Face.
I love it.
Which is worth 10% off. I made that rule yesterday. If you're getting tinting for your car or ceramic coating or something, and you reach out or text 813 Tinting, hashtag it Pete Face for 10% off.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it. So today is National Streaming Day. We all have a bunch of different streaming services. We thought we were like, okay, we're cutting the cord. We're not going to have cable. Now you have to have 15 different streaming services to watch all the different stuff.
Galvin, I have the thing that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I have Hulu.
Which has everything.
I have Hulu.
Yeah.
I have Netflix.
Uh-huh.
I have Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And I have Paramount. Okay.
Do you have Disney?
And I have Disney.
Do you have Apple?
And I have Apple.
Peacock? Peacock?
I don't think I have Peacock, but we may. I don't know.
Do you
so right
have-
now that's 7.
Do you have, what was the other one? HBO Max?
No.
Okay.
I don't have that. So right now I have, actually we do have that. Amanda has that. I know she has that. So we have 8.
Paramount?
Yeah, I said Paramount.
Okay.
I said Paramount. So we have 8 streaming services, our other streaming service, and I'm still paying $300 less than I was when I had just plain Fios.
You also have YouTube TV still.
And YouTube TV. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, you're going to be pretty good at this.
Okay.
Today is National Streaming Day. Do you know all the different streaming sounders? So whenever you click on Hulu or you click on Netflix or you click on the different things and the sound comes up, will you be able to identify them?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
right.
All right. So, Carmen, you have all the different ones. You're going to have to pause after each one because it's a whole wave there. So go ahead and play the first one. When you think you know it, just yell it out.
Netflix.
That is Netflix.
Point Geo.
All right. Next one.
No clue.
HBO?
No.
Hulu.
Joe.
Yeah.
That is Hulu.
I don't have Hulu.
I watch Hulu a lot. I didn't even know
All
that.
right. Next one. Here we go.
That is, I don't know.
Amazon?
That is Amazon, Carmen. Point Carmen. All right. Next one.
I do know this. I do know that one. Play it again. Is that Paramount?
No.
It's something I watch.
Peacock.
No.
HBO?
No. I figured Geo would get this one.
Oh, is this Disney Plus?
That is Disney Plus.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Yes. That's Amazon.
No. We
That's
already had
something-
Amazon.
That's something I use.
Okay. Yeah. They're all probably going to be something you use.
Paramount?
Since you have all of them. No.
Peacock?
No.
I know that one. Play it again.
That's HBO.
That is HBO Max. That is HBO Max. All right. Next one.
That's Peacock.
Paramount.
You've got mail.
Carmen, that's Paramount.
Oh.
Thank you.
By the way, all very similar.
Yeah.
Kind of a fade in and then a crackly crack drum thing, whatever. Yeah, for sure. All right. So that was Paramount. Next one.
That's too much. That's too much.
Peacock.
That is Peacock.
Yep.
Good job, Carmen.
NBC, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of similar there. All right, next one. Yeah, I like
That
that.
hurt my ears.
Anybody?
No.
Which one?
No, yeah.
Trying
Play
to
it
think
again?
of which ones we didn't have.
That is
Roku?
no Apple TV.
Oh, yeah.
That's Apple TV.
Never
And your final one, here we go.
Yes. That is YouTube TV.
That is YouTube TV. There you go.
Yeah,
Very
that
good.
one.
They all are very similar. I wonder
Yeah.
if there's something to that.
Yeah.
They're all trying to copy Netflix.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
Netflix.
Not really, though, because Netflix is just a boom, boom.
Right.
The rest of them are kind of a...
Yeah, but they were all like, what can we do that's a sound, but not exactly Netflix.
Yeah.
So they try to change it
But
up a
also
little.
maybe kind of ripping off games. Because Xbox and stuff, whenever Sony PlayStation, whenever you would start that up, it would have a certain little sound to it.
I will say Netflix got really big in like the meme and reels and stuff because they would be like everyone, they'd be like, when you ask a girl to come over, boom, boom. And the next thing you know, it's like a dirty,
Yeah.
'cause
It's somebody putting
Netflix-
putting a Mentos in a Coke.
Right. But that Netflix and chill really gave them that sound, made it very
Yeah.
noticeable.
Speaking of streaming services, after Warner Brothers Discovery ended its partnership with Sesame Street, Netflix swooped in to save the day. Now, season 56 of Sesame Street will kick off later this year on Netflix.
Can you name any of the people, the human beings on Sesame Street?
Maria?
Is she still there?
Oh, that are on there now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is Gordon still there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, then terrible game.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a game. I said, can you?
Well, we're trying to, but you have to, if you're asking the question. Yeah. You can't just throw that out there.
Let me change it. I can't name any of the people from Sesame Street.
All right.
Mr. Hooper?
We don't know.
Mr. Whipple.
No, Mr. Whipple was the
Zipper,
charming guy.
Oh, that's right.
Mr. Hooper was the guy who was Big Bird's friend, and then he died. And I remember Big Bird cried when I was a kid.
Oh, Bob McGrath?
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Dead.
Is he?
Dead.
Oh. Who else?
It's the Roscoe Orman, who was Gordon. He's 80 years old.
How do you not go with Roscoe?
Yeah.
That's a much better name than Gordon.
He's still alive.
Yeah, but
Okay.
maybe 56 seasons ago, they were like, Roscoe's a little
too much. How about Maria? She's still looking. Babe Maria still looks good.
Loretta Long?
Oh,
alive. 86.
Wow, 86.
I mean, they have to all be in their 80s.
Yeah.
Think about it. If they were, even in their late 30s, whenever they started, or mid 30s,
Because wasn't what's her face on there?
Yes.
From West Side Story?
Yes.
What's her name? Rita Moreno.
Yeah.
She's
Hey, you guys. Was that her?
Well, that's Electric Company.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah,
Morgan
yeah.
Freeman
right.
was on it,
What did
too.
she used to yell something. She yelled something.
Not hey, you guys.
There was something that she used to
Maybe
yell.
it was hey, you guys.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of celebrities on Sesame Street.
No, but she was like an actual
Actual
cast member.
character.
Was she on Sesame Street or Electric Company? Morgan Freeman was on Electric Company.
Rita Moreno. Let's see if I put in.
I don't remember which one she was on.
If I put in hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys was a Muppet. A Muppet said that.
Electric Company, Rita Moreno.
Oh,
Electric
yeah,
Company. Yeah. And she would yell, hey, you guys. There you go. All right. Who knows whether any of them are alive or dead. So Jessica Simpson, did you see her big comeback performance?
I did not.
It was on American Idol on Sunday. People are saying it was pretty bad. A lot of fans thought that it was really bad. The former reality star, however, was bashed on social media for execution, with different people saying stuff like there were some great performances during this show. This was not one of them.
How'd she look?
Another person said, that's going to be a no for me, dog. Take a listen and tell me what you think.
All right.
This is Jessica Simpson singing. People are saying it's bad. What do you think?
If you're out of reasons to explain what went wrong, if you need a story to stick to, now that I'm gone, you can find the strength to tell this.
I don't think it's so bad.
I actually.
Okay, but hold on. Let me ask you this question.
Your reputation
I mean, probably not a great song. And also, how did she look?
She looked great.
Oh, well, then she's fine.
She is, 40-something?
Gotta be, yeah.
And she looks like a put-together woman in her 40s.
Okay.
44.
She's got a little bit of work.
Right.
Like her lips look plump and this and that, whatever, but not like overdone.
Okay.
She was like glossy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she had like a sheen to her and stuff. Also, better than I thought, because I really don't know what she sounds like. I mean, she had her pop songs that they put all kind of, reverb and doubled her voice.
Yeah, also, nobody was talking about her having a great voice
right,
when
exactly.
she was a pop singer.
Yeah. And if I heard that, I go, okay, yeah. I mean,
she looked great.
Yeah, she looks fantastic.
Yeah. I'm in.
I don't think she sounds bad at all there.
I was going to say, who was saying it? Younger?
Well, the problem is that you got 10 kids up there that are singing their balls off.
That's the thing,
Right.
And
yeah.
then you got this 40-something-year-old lady who's trying to hold it together.
Right. Are there better singers on this season of American Idol than Jessica Simpson? Yes, probably.
Yeah.
There's probably 20 that were, did auditions that didn't even make it through that are better.
Carrie Underwood looks way better than Jessica Simpson.
I don't know.
Carrie Underwood
Jessica
is a
Simpson's
freak of
sexy.
nature, though.
Yeah, but
Carrie Underwood's also younger, isn't she?
probably a little bit. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
about 10
42.
years. Oh, wow. Yeah, Jessica Simpson, the work on her face is not great.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, she's got a little bit of porno face.
Yeah.
It's borderline like the start of like the Joan Rivers kind of Joker mouth.
Yeah, I think if she does
Puma.
right, if she does more, it's going to be too much.
Yeah.
But right now, it's like look at this rich bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not mad at this.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the face. I'm not mad at the singing. Not bad. Not bad. So yesterday we started to talk about this, and then we had other stuff happen. Or was this yesterday? Or maybe it was, I don't know, whenever it was.
While you're thinking, I want to remind everybody that we're 2 minutes away from the bone bonus, so
Yes.
stand by.
So people are listing things that happen all the time in movies that are 100% unrealistic.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of different stuff, and I'm sure you can think of a bunch of different movies where that was totally unrealistic. It's a movie.
Well, what level are you talking about? Like, to me, the most unrealistic thing in all of movies is when the Avengers come and they ruin a city.
Yeah.
Like, they're just crashing through buildings and, and like, you just knock down 30 years of skyscrapers.
By the way, so much so that you've said that a long time ago,
Right.
that they actually had a commercial for, I think it was Clorox or something like that, whenever the Red Hulk thing came out. And they were standing at the bus stop, and the guy's like, "Are you kidding me? Look at this!" Because they're throwing stuff and everything. And it was a ad for Clorox to clean the clothes because they're getting dirt and stuff all thrown all over them and everything. So something like that, or as simple as something that you're like, "There's no way a mom would do that," or whatever it is. But if we want to do the sounder, we can take a break and come back, or we can do it after. However you want to.
Got Dom coming up next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he is here. He just walked in the studio.
Oh, my God. All right, well, save that for after Acid Dom.
Okay,
come back
we can
then,
do that.
I like to talk about movies.
All right.
If you do want to get on the phone line to talk to Acid Dom, the phone numbers are 800-771-1025. Dom is here an hour early this week because he has court today. So if you have a question, you need some legal advice, you want to know if you need a lawyer, 800-771-1025. Get on the phone lines now, and we will do that. When we come back from break, we'll talk to Acid Dom, and we'll let him take your phone calls. The Bone Bonus keyword is happening right now.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
reward. This hour's keyword is reward. REWARD. Head over to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter reward before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours.
Right.
How would you like this? Win the $1,000 bone bonus, then go to the Bone Summer Beach Bash.
Take you to the beach.
Oh!
And you get to keep that money because you don't really need it for anything except drinks.
Love it.
Oh, I got hit.
Oh, you had a couple drinks.
We'll take a break. Acid Dom is up next on 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone Fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier accidents all cleared up and out of your way, so nothing to slow you down right now on any of the major roadways in Hillsborough and Pinellas County. That's as far as wrecks go. There's your usual congestion starting to build as you make your way into downtown Tampa, southbound 275 and westbound I-4. Looks like the Veterans Expressway southbound starting to clog up just a little bit. US 19 problem-free as far as accidents, but the usual area starting to slow down there in Pinellas County, and so far so good on all of the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our #1 priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to, on your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music. The window's down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
At Brandon Honda, we have lenders for every credit situation. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get 0 down deals on any new vehicle in stock. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. And we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. We have over 600 vehicles to choose from and over 50 lenders, all competing to get you the best deal possible. Get your guaranteed credit approval at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0850 for more information.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. I got a lot of favorites at Wild Fork, but my go-to right now is the mushroom and bacon crusted pork loin. I threw that bad boy on the pellet smoker for about an hour. It was beautiful, sliced it real thin. It fed me all week long. From rare cuts of meat, sides, seasonings, desserts, and more, they've got everything you're looking for. You can get it delivered right to your front door, pick it up in store, or just go on a shopping spree. Locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, and always online at wildforkfoods.com.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm. I'd like to invite you to join the pros at Mastery Suzuki Repower Center as we celebrate World Boating Day, a global salutation to recreational boating. On Friday, May 23rd, Mastery Suzuki Repower will host an open house. From 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., you can tour the facility, meet our certified techs, and hear testimonials. Visitors will also receive a special gift that will help you enjoy the holiday weekend. Master Engine Center is located at 5400 118th Avenue North in Clearwater. Mastery Suzuki Repower wants to celebrate World Boating Day with you. We hope to see you there.
Feel the credit union difference. GTE Financial is celebrating its 90th anniversary. Since 1935, providing solutions for Tampa Bay businesses is what we love to do. From SBA lending to hassle-free checking, commercial insurance to preventing fraud. We even offer free benefits for your employees. As a not-for-profit financial institution, we get to focus on your earnings. Join us at gtefinancial.org, the official credit union of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
NASCAR on Prime kicks off this Memorial Day weekend with one of the crown jewels of racing, the Coca-Cola 600.
Green flag flying here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
600 miles, 400 laps. This is where legends are made and heroes are honored. And for the first time ever, you can stream it on Prime.
1,000 times, let's do it.
See what it takes to finish first. Don't miss the Coca-Cola 600, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. NASCAR, it's on Prime.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
The show, it's 1025 The Bone, 800-771-1025. We've got some lines open. It's time for Ask the Dom, 800-771-1025. Happy birthday to my friend David Wells.
Oh, happy birthday.
Old bitch. He just had his anniversary of his perfect game the other day, and now it's his birthday.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't seen him in some time.
Is he in the area?
Yeah, he's building a home 2 minutes from here.
Oh, nice.
And he's, in the meantime, living next door to it while they're building it. So
that's nice.
Dom, how are you doing?
I'm great, guys. Good morning.
How did it go with the Avengers of Judges last week?
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah?
That was a fun show. We pulled it off with everybody in. Everyone got pretty much equal time. A lot of callers, actually. Asked some good questions. The judges are very engaging. We went through the entire process on how you get appointed. And
yeah, most important. I was going to say, most importantly, where do we land on judge school?
It is called technically judicial college.
I knew it wasn't judge school.
Judge school, judicial college, same thing.
Judge school was like a song that Brittany Fox did in the 80s.
At the judge school.
We made a joke out of it. I said, I kept calling it judge school. And I said, Galvin from the morning show was like, that can't be right. It can't be right. I says, but I don't know. I've never went to it. So I wouldn't know. So I had all the judges laugh, and I said, please, for Galvin's benefit, I said this. What's it called? And they said judicial college. I said, I promise I'll tell them on Tuesday.
Makes more sense. Makes more sense.
So that was a fun moment. And then tomorrow, another fantastic show with the Chief of Police. City of Tampa is going to be in studio. It's a good first time to have. I've had chiefs on before, but this is the first time for Chief Burkaw out of Tampa. So I'm looking forward to seeing him and having a fun show. Listeners can call in and ask questions to the chief, and he's very engaging. He'll answer those to the best that he can. Not many programs can give you direct access to the Chief of Police. And here you go.
All right, good. That'll be happening tomorrow night. But right now, time to take your phone calls. Let's go to Debbie. Debbie, good morning. Or I want to ask Dom, what do you got, Debbie?
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to do a huge shout out to Dom. I got rear-ended on 275 last week, a week ago. Listened to him in the morning. Called him right afterwards. He just called me after hours that day. He's taking care of everything. Just huge shout out. Thank you, Dom. Love it. So just wanted to say thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for the call this morning, and always happy to help. Sometimes I feel bad because I do call people sometimes late because I always try to call, day of, if not within 24 hours. And sometimes it might be the dinner hour or, maybe even a little later.
Sure.
But if I'm up, if I'm, if it's something that's urgent or something that's more pressing, and you have to kind of gauge things accordingly with calls coming in. I might call you midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Sexy Dom voice.
Sexy Dom, and
I know it's late.
But it's part of what I enjoy doing and what I promote through your show and mine. But that very nice lady, and I'm sorry about the accident. I don't want folks to be hurt or injured, but that happens, and we certainly accommodate it best we can.
Let's go to Sarah. Sarah, good morning. I want to ask Dom, what do you got, Sarah?
Hi, good morning. I am a tenant. I have a landlord company, and we have had issues. I've been with them for 2 years now. Last year, we went from May to October. We didn't have proper working AC. My house is now heating up again, and we have a Facebook group, and multiple neighbors are also saying that they're having the same issue, and they, stood their ground. I put in multiple work orders. They were like, no, it's what it is. 20 degrees less than what it is outside is perfectly normal in Florida. My house was upwards of 80 degrees last year, and I'm kind of worried that this year we're going to have the same issue again.
Well, if you can't withhold rent, so on issues like that. So a lot of folks will call and they'll say, well, I'm not going to pay my rent because I'm upset with some element of the property.
But can I ask you a question? Isn't part of the lease, so the renting agreement, they have to provide proper working air conditioning?
Well, depending on the
it is a listed amenity, yeah.
Well, and if not, Mike, it also could be inhabitable. So there is an affirmative defense there, but you can't breach a contract with another breach. Because then you're exposing yourself to civil liability. So
all right.
We kind of went through that last year actually because our electricity bill is all included. Like we pay like everything through the company. So my electricity bill, my AC was still running. My electricity bill, instead of being like $200, it was upwards of $400, like almost $500 a month for my electricity bill because my AC unit was still running. It just wasn't cooling. So we were having an issue paying them because it was way over our budget for what we were expecting. I was our first year there.
Have you gone to the board meetings, the HOA? Have you guys brought this up to the board? Because this can be something collectively as a community that you can address. And what's the outcome of that or the meetings?
It's very new development. They're still building houses on this community that we're in. And I haven't heard anything about HOA meetings as of yet. But I can definitely, that's a great idea. I haven't thought about that. Going through the HOA, kind of using them as protection.
Yeah, because you can have established bylaws.
Really
you can have established bylaws that have certain settings and precedents for certain things along these lines. Now, if they're not going to fix it, what you can do is, because I'm assuming you don't want to leave there, because you could break your lease based on something that's inhabitable. So that there's a breach. There's a breach element by the landlord. Now, but if a lot of folks say, well, gee, I like the place. I just wish it was not so damn hot. Well, what you could do is I don't want to say more efficient remedy, I think, but a quicker remedy for your comfort is you can bear the expense initially of fixing the conditions, right? And that's an out-of-pocket expense. And then you can send a demand letter to the complex that in order to make it habitable, to cure their breach, it's what's called an anticipatory issue. To cure their breach, you had to outlay some expense to fix the problem. So, we have landlord tenant law attorneys in the network. If you go to asksaddam.com, that's an option. A lot of folks don't like it because you got to lay money out, then you got to send a demand. You might, I know it's getting into the summer already.
Would it be, since I'm a tenant, right, and I believe that they just put the wrong size AC units in for the house, right? I have a 1.5 ton AC unit. My house is almost 3,000 square feet.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to do my suggestion then, because that's going to be a very, I'm thinking there's something that's breaking down. They're not fixing it. Now you have a different issue here. You have an engineering design flaw. So you're going to have to have someone come in to state that that's what it is. You're going to need an expert to come in. And then what I would do, which I've actually done, there was a design flaw at our beach condo a few years ago where they had to put up scaffolding. I made a claim against my insurance. Now, do you have renter's insurance?
We are required to have renter's insurance, yes.
Boom. So what you do is you can make a claim against your renter's insurance policy if there's a structural defect or design flaw. This would be a design flaw if the units are too small for the square footage. So now you've opened up a whole different scenario, which is actually quite fantastic.
So who would be responsible for that? The insurance or the owner?
Well, what happened is once it's kind of like a cascading effect, Mike. Once each unit owner starts making claims with their insurance carrier that's required to have in the community, and these guys start paying out, then they're going to subrogate. They're going to step into the shoes of this nice lady that's calling the show this morning, and then they're going to go after the landlord or the company for all the claims that they have to pay out until the landlord and the company realizes this is going to get way too expensive. We need to put in bigger units. So
gotcha.
So there's a way there that you can handle this legally. It's a pain in the ass because it doesn't happen quickly. Sometimes I tell you, there's sometimes I have to bite my tongue because I want to give the Calta justice. I want to tell you, just don't pay, screw them. But that's not the right.
I would have burnt the house down. If I waited all that time and it was 80 degrees in my house, I would just set it on fire.
I know, it's the Calta justice.
It was so hot last year. We were sitting around like in our underwear just sweating. And we were paying out the butt to just live in heat. It was horrible.
But as much as I know when Mike says things like that, I, as a duty, with the show, with the station, as an attorney, I don't want to put the listeners in a negative position legally. I don't want to give the wrong advice. I don't want to send you down the wrong path. So I have to protect you legally because I don't want you to be in a scenario where you've now exposed yourself to civil liability. So that's why I have to go around the Calta justice. Although as much as I like in the logic sometimes it employs, to kind of guide the listeners to the best route legally possible. Because I don't want you coming back saying, well, this person now is suing me, or now there's a cross or counterclaim because I listened to Dom. I have to try to protect you in that regard. But we've talked about a lot of options today.
I learned last year also with what happened is they told me that if I did want to stop paying rent, that I would pay it into an escrow account.
Yes, you could do that.
And that they would then, it couldn't be evicted from it.
Yes, but you have to go, that's be an escrow account to the clerk of the court. So you would deposit that into the court's registry. But what happens there is now you're facilitating the initiation of a litigation process, which is fine. It's fine because what happens, you put the money in the courts and say, hey, we're going to have them decide. But then at some point, you have to file, because I don't think they're going to do it, you're going to have to file legal action. You're going to have to send a complaint, put them on notice, because if not, then you're just putting money in there. It's kind of like the FDC depository. You're just going to put money in there, and it's going to sit until some type of legal pleading or initiation is commenced legally. So then you're going to have to arm yourself up with lawyers, and that's what we got for you.
All right, good luck to you. I wouldn't tolerate that for one more day. I'll tell you that. Too hot. Absolutely too hot. Let's go to Paula. Paula, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Paula?
Hi. I understand in the state of Florida, their grandparents don't have any rights for visitation. My daughter and my granddaughter currently live with me, and occasionally I have to pick up my granddaughter from her father when he has her if my daughter's working. But recently, in the past few months, he's trying to paint me in a bad light, and we had to actually go to the Lakeland Police Department to get my granddaughter, and all day long he fought me through my daughter, through text messages, through emails, saying that I was a danger to his daughter. So,
for what reasons?
He won't give reasons. He just says I'm a danger, that his safety's in danger, his daughter's safety is in danger. You know, there's no reason. But
well, rights can be granted to you through a parent. So, for example, if your daughter's residing with you, if the child's residing with you, and you've been asked to assist in the daily activities of the care of the child, namely picking them up, or switching, child custody, whatever the case may be, and this individual is claiming that you are a danger, well, there's a motion that can be filed before the court addressing that, saying that, hey,
yes,
in this, in the circumstances for the best interest of the child. In fact, last week, Judge Felix, who's one of the newer judges, was in studio, was actually in family law court, was talking about the standard. What's really the best interest of the child is the standard that all the judges, the courts look at. You can have your daughter file a motion and say, look, we're addressing these frivolous complaints or unsubstantiated complaints against her mom, you, that you're a danger because he's pissed or doesn't like you, whatever. You just can't blatantly say you're an inherent danger to the child and there's a comma, right? And then something comes after that. And if that's not happening, that's disingenuous really for the child, and the court needs to be aware of it. And then the mother can divest powers to you in the custody order that, hey, we're living with you, and then on occasion for the care of the child, you are going to be participating in the pickup and drop off in the custody exchange. So that can be something addressed with the courts. And if you guys don't have a family law attorney, we got a fantastic one, Jason Valkenberg, but that would remedy this problem for you, lickety-split.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that because the mental torment that I went through Sunday just to pick my daughter or granddaughter up at 6 o'clock was just overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. I mean, because it sounds like you're just trying to help. If people are working, if you've got a lot of moving parts, if there's other children in the house, scheduling, I get it. You're just trying to help out, and this guy, is giving you a hard time, whatever the background history is. But that is the answer that you seek. If you email me at asksaddam.com, we can get you in touch with some folks that can set that up. Or if she had a lawyer prior, you can stay with those folks. That's fine. But just let them know of our conversation this morning on what she needs to do and file.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick, though. Because of financial situations, if we don't have the money to hire an attorney, what is her chances of getting that motion really looked at and taken seriously if she goes in there without an attorney?
Well, you guys can file things without an attorney. She can do things pro se, and the courts are not going to look at. The court is not going to look at the pleading in a negative or a positive light if you're missing a lawyer. They're going to look at the pleading based on the contents of the pleading and the situation. Then they're going to hear testimony about the parties. So whether someone has a lawyer or not, is not going to affect what's in the pleading. Now, if you don't have the right pleading, or if you don't have the right information in the pleading, or if the other side has an attorney and they come at you from a different angle, now you're at a disadvantage because they know a little bit better how to articulate the argument. So you didn't have an issue there. The judge is not going to make a determination, in my opinion, in my experience, based on the fact that, well, this one's at a disadvantage. They're going to say, well, you're not filing the right paperwork or you're not stating the right legal thing. The judge can't correct you. The judge can't give out legal advice. They just say, I'm going to have to deny this because if it's the wrong form or if it's the wrong argument, and then you have to figure out the right one to make. But, you can talk with Jason. He's very friendly. He'll chat with you for a little bit. And then if you don't need to hire him, or if you can't afford it, do the best you can. He'll at least guide you. But maybe if you can work with you on payment plans, things like that, because it's certainly worth, your mental health might be worth, a small fee.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And that's askthedom.com.
You got it. That's right. You got
it. That's it. Good luck. Thank you. I got to tell you, Dom, I think there's more to it.
Well, there's, humbly when folks call in and you're on the 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minute call, whatever.
You don't get the whole story.
You never do. You never. And then when they call later or they come in, and then it's like, you're 30 minutes into it, and you're like, well, okay, now you got a completely different situation.
Right.
But the design of the program is to try to help folks quickly with as much information as possible, and I never have the whole story. Never.
And first time in how many years you've been here, you used the term lickety-split.
No, Carmen, is that true?
I've never heard lickety split before.
I feel like
that's illegal. It's a legal term that gets thrown around a lot. Not on this show, though.
It's a derived from lickety spliticus.
Yes, it's the Latin.
I think I've used it. It's been years. It's been a while. I'll give Mike, it's been a while.
All right.
They actually teach you that in judge school.
Yep.
Your Honor, Sir Licketimus, Smitimus, and I give you the Dominus Fabiscus.
If you didn't get through today, you can go to AskTheDom.com or call the office, 813-251-5550. And I know you got the chief of police coming up on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you have, you have court today?
Yes, and I appreciate, Gio's fantastic. I'll text him in advance if I've got a conflict on Tuesday.
Would you say better than Spanish?
Communication-wise, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I no knock on Spanish. It's just that Gio is more prompt.
Thank you, Dom.
In fact, he'll be not necessarily day of. Spanish might be several days.
Sure.
Gio actually is hour of. Usually within the hours. Especially, well, sometimes I'll text him if he's on the show. I have to wait till after you guys are done.
He wastes no time.
But no, I've got a few listeners that I'm representing in traffic court this morning, and that starts at 9. So I just let Gio know in advance, and he's fantastic. And then he gets with you and works with the schedule. So and usually it's okay, but sometimes there's a Tuesday that sneaks in there.
Well, that worked out. Dom, thank you. Appreciate it. And good luck with your show tomorrow.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your week and a lovely show as always. And Carmen, it's good to see you. I love you, Carmen.
Love you.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll jump back into the stories we're talking about in news. And we got a special guest on the show tomorrow. We got Cody Tucker tomorrow. And then Christy Brinkley's going to join us.
Yeah.
Christy Brinkley, who I don't know how old she is, but you want to talk about somebody who's been drinking baby's blood all these years.
Oh, yeah.
And she's going to join us on video, so you'll get to actually see how she looks and how good she looks. So, all right, we'll take a break. It's Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County has an accident westbound I-4. It's on the off-ramp to 301. The right lane on that off-ramp is blocked, and that's causing backups all the way to the Nonasassa Road. Avoid that if you can. Also, wreck from earlier, Bruce B. Downs Boulevard at County Line Road. Now in the clearing stages, just some minor onlooker slowdowns there. And just one wreck in Pinellas County. That's westbound Ulmerton Road at Belcher Road. That's got the right turn lane blocked. I'm Monica with traffic. This report brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Tampa. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Check them out at rbafla.com.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.
Hey, it's Galvin for Zero Res. Do you have kids? Are they in school? Well, they're making your house dirty. Think about all the places your kids' shoes walk on a typical school day. And then they bring that in your house. That's really gross. We've all heard the saying, a clean home is a healthy home. That's because it's true. But good news, Zero Res removes all that school yuck without the harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. So that means it's healthier for your home and family and keeps your carpets cleaner longer. That's because Zero Res uses ZR water technology. So when you don't have all that dirt-attracting soap residue hanging around, you get to enjoy soft, fluffy carpets that stay that way. And with summer right around the corner, now is the time to clean up all that wear and tear of the last 9 months with help from the experts at Zero Res. And right now, you can save with their May special. That's 3 rooms of carpets clean for just $119. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. And make sure you ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning, too. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month, or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Raise deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Head to the contest page at theboneonline.com to enter to win tickets to see George Lopez at the Hard Rock Special Events Center inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino June 8th at 8 p.m. Enter for your chance to win tickets at theboneonline.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid again today as those high temperatures sneak their way back into the lower 90s this afternoon. Warm and muggy tonight with a low in the upper 70s. And then, of course, more heat and humidity for Wednesday. Tomorrow's highs again back in the lower 90s.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025 is the phone numbers. I picture this song in Joe's head all the time.
I love this song.
I know you do, Joe. I remember you singing this song one time at the Crush.
Really?
You were it was you and T-Quest.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we were hanging out at the Crush, and you and I don't know, because I was unfamiliar with the song at the time. I knew it, but not. You guys were loving it, knew all the words.
Yeah, do you remember the guy that they used to hang out with that did all the dances all the time?
The Asian guy?
Yeah, the Asian guy.
What was his name?
I can't remember.
It was something real racist, like egg roll or something.
It could have been.
What was his name? It was T-Quest?
T-Quest, Big Money.
Big Money.
Cousin Crook.
Yeah, Danny. Who was? Oh, Soul Train.
That's it.
Soul Train.
That's it. Soul
So
Train.
not as racist as I thought.
Different racist.
Different racist. Well, he was Asian. He was Asian. He had long hair. He was Soul Train.
Yeah.
And then there was Johnny Yates.
Yep.
Was Big Money.
Mhm.
And then T-Quest. And then boy, what a bunch of foolishness that was. Everybody had nicknames and rap bands and
By the way, I feel like that song's in Joe's head on the weekend.
Tube.
Yeah.
Tubes. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the weekend, and then
But naturally during the day,
yeah.
he's Jerry Rafferty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Rafferty, I would have liked to have seen. I also feel like I need to go see Al Stewart sing "Time Passages" and "Year of the Cat."
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just feel like, and I feel like there should be a Boz Scaggs concert in my.
I'm down if Boss Skaggs comes.
I know you're the only one that would go to any of this stuff with me, Joe.
By the way, that band I've talked about before, Lake Street Dive.
Yeah,
Dive.
Yeah, I thought it was Drive.
No, they are playing in Janus on a Friday in September.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. You turned the. I like the band that you're wearing the shirt, Spirit World.
Yeah, Spirit World, very different.
Yeah.
But Lake Street Dive, they are. They've come through a couple times. One got canceled. Another one, I was out of town, so it's like I keep on missing them. But hopefully, I'll be able to see them in September.
Lake Street Dive. I got to get that through my head.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Morning, Mike. How are you?
Good, sir. What's happening?
Good, man. Two things. One, if you brought up what's his name, Gallagher back, and it's crazy because I'm like the Rain Man with your show. I remember certain instances 10 years ago, 5 years ago where I was. It's very strange, but that day I remember exactly where I was. It's pretty pathetic. I remember exactly where I was, and you said to him, "You look like or appear to be somebody like reminding me of Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver." And then he said,
"What it was
you said to him."
Yeah, what it was I'll just straighten it out for you. When I was a kid, I had never watched Leave It to Beaver. It was before my time. And I was told that Eddie Haskell, the bad kid from Leave It to Beaver, grew up to be Al Gallagher. And for all those years, I believed that. So that's what I was telling him when he...
I thought you forgot what you said to him. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I was asking Galvin if he remembered what I said. Yeah, but I'm surprised anybody else remembers, sir.
Yeah, and then obviously your face, man, because it used to be on YouTube. I don't know why it's not anymore, but
It still is.
look
It still is on YouTube every day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, even from that, from when the Gallagher instance, I didn't know that. I tried looking and I didn't see it. Well, anyway, yeah, it was pretty funny because your face, you kind of turned like a dog hears a fart from somebody, like kind of turned. You know what I mean? And then you said, "Why are you being a dick?" He says, "Well, I don't know." He said, and then he said, "Oh, it's fresh feet in the hole." And then Galvin, I remember him laughing. He usually doesn't. He maintains, pretty much, professionalism the whole time, but he just couldn't hold it in. And then when he had that mini pearl, tag on his hat and all this other stuff, it was hilarious.
It was. I got to tell you, it was some event. Well, thank you. I appreciate your memory, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, the anniversary is coming up. I think we definitely need to break down that whole segment.
Because I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah,
I won't until the anniversary. Let's maybe Artie Fletcher will comment on it. Oh, he's retired.
10 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, isn't that nuts, man?
A decade.
For some reason, I feel like it was so early in the morning. Like, I feel like it was earlier than we normally had guests in the studio.
It's funny because how long have we been doing mornings?
I don't know. I thought about this the other day.
Because for some reason in my mind, I thought that was afternoons.
No, it was
but
definitely
it totally
mornings.
could have been.
Yeah.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
How long have we been doing mornings, Carmen? Do you know? Does anybody know?
I want to say maybe 11, 12 years.
I mean, I've been on the show almost 7.
Holy cow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's bananas.
8 if you count the year I was working
undercover. Yeah.
Seems longer.
You've been coming into the show.
Yeah.
For 7 years.
Yeah.
I would have said 2 years.
Yeah.
No offense. I would have said 2 years.
Yeah.
If you would have said to me today,
Hey, my
how long
son was in
you-
grade school.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I forget what it was like before we were here.
Also, COVID was a weird time that really took up a big chunk of time where what didn't feel like things were happening.
Real.
Yeah.
Because we were in different places for a long time. It was, I feel like that's really messes with the timeline.
COVID was such an important time for us because we were number one going into it. And then when everybody was not working or working from home, everybody was worried. They were like, what are you going to do? Because people aren't in their cars and not listening to the radio. And they came back and they were like, somehow your audience increased by 26%. You have more people listening now than ever before.
That's when we were on Zoom, Michael.
Oh, see?
Mike Olivero checking in with how long have we been doing mornings?
Let me guess.
Yeah.
What year are we in now? Yeah, 14. I would say 14 was the year, 14 to 11 years.
You are correct.
Is that right?
2014, yeah, 11 years.
I feel like I remember the year 2014, which 11 years ago, God, our sons were kids.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's it. See you guys later.
Right.
Bye.
I don't know what other shows have had the lengthy run that we have because we did afternoons and we were number one for years. And afternoons, this is not a bragging session. I just like I'm a radio geek. I like to think about that. I know that MJ and BJ were very successful. I know, of course, Ron and Ron were very successful, but as it's pointed out to me all the time, Ron and Ron's success was not very long.
Mm-hmm.
They were only on for a couple of years. I just wonder what the longest run is for
yeah,
sure.
because I've been here 18 years, so it was 7, or whatever it was, years in afternoons, and then now 11 in mornings. Yeah.
Do you, all things aside, money and all of that aside, would you rather do mornings or afternoons? This goes for all of you.
I think mornings. I think people are more into being in your car and listening and doing that stuff. I think it's better for me as far as I'm done at 10 o'clock.
Right.
I think I would pick mornings.
Carmen?
See, I'm torn because when we went to mornings, I was still in my 20s and I was like bartending and stuff like that.
Right.
So
Are you talking now or are you talking overall?
Well, she's not in her 20s.
No, I'm saying you.
I'm talking overall. So I'm just saying, like, in the beginning, I did not like mornings because it really messed with my schedule. But now that I'm used to it and we've been doing it, like you, I like being off at 10 and having the day.
I also kind of like having the excuse. Oh, I can't.
I got it.
But it does suck when there's like events, like just minor events, like even like the Super Bowl. It's on Sunday. You have to be home.
Yeah, or if there's a show you want to go to during the
Right.
week and you're like, they're playing on Tuesday. Come on.
Yeah.
Having worked every single day part on this radio station, middays is the spot.
Yeah, that's what I would feel.
That when I was doing middays with Drew, that was fantastic.
Yeah, because you don't have to get up early and you don't have to fight traffic and you can still go out at night.
Yeah.
But the thing is that middays, I mean, I know I said without the money and all that, but middays stinks money-wise because you're...
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about my day-to-day.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I like doing mornings better because I like the early start and I like the early end and all that, and I like the day to have to do stuff. But truth is, I'm not really doing a lot during the day, and I liked in the afternoons. It was easier to get people involved in the show because they're not so in a hurry to get to work. In the afternoons, we get a lot more phone calls. We get phone calls of substance. I get a lot of phone calls now, but they're mostly just weird, wanting to comment on one thing from 10 minutes ago.
People are winding down the afternoon more. It seems like.
They're winding down. They want to be involved and they want to do stuff. And if I said fattest naked girl to come to the studio wins Dierks Bentley tickets, we'd get 5 fat naked girls to come down there.
Hey, I'm going to ditch out of work early and go into the radio station.
Or I'm on my way home. I can swim
I'm
by.
on my way home.
Yeah.
I'm going to be late because I'm the fattest girl with the ugliest face.
I know.
Or prettiest face.
Best contest we ever did. Prettiest face, fat ass.
That was great.
Prettiest face, fat ass was the best because we'd let them look around the corner and we'd see their face and we'd go, oh, yeah, they're really pretty. And then they would come in, and when they came in, we played that noise that you play when a truck backs up. Beep, beep, beep. And then they come in and we go, whoa.
But I think we also switched it up, too, where we had them back in first, and then we had them come in and look at the face, and we're like, nah, I didn't think that face would go with that.
Pretty face, fat ass was a good one.
Yeah.
We should do that again. I don't know how we'd pull that off.
You want them in your house?
No. Mike, count the show. Good morning.
Hello, Michael. I know everybody's looking for Metallica tickets and things like that, but I was just wondering, I've looked all over Ticketmaster. I can't seem to find tickets for the Carmen Yoga show. It must be sold out, as, I'm just looking for grandstand tickets or, something like that. What's the deal?
Just going to let that die right there. Did you think about it before you...
He just went off the skyway.
Did you think about it before he called? He's like,
100%.
This is going to be really... They're going to love this. This is going to be funny.
He was rehearsing it in the car before he called.
Oh, he's looking for tickets.
Get it, Carmen. You get it. I don't even know what the joke was.
Anytime you say, so what's the deal with that? That's never good.
Or if you end it with, am I right?
So, what's the deal with that?
You know what I'm saying.
I mean, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the joke was supposed to be.
I feel like we should end the show now.
He just took the wind out of our sails. He Bill Murray'd us right in the gut. Carmen is going to be leading a yoga class.
I'm leading it.
Allegedly.
Leading it
Or
straight
am I
to the bar.
doing it?
You're the host. Hosted by Carmen.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I mean, if she's hosting it, maybe she's just out there talking and she's involved in it and somebody else is doing it.
Carmen.
Or is she leading it? Does she have to get the poses
Carmen,
together?
will you call Mike Olivero, please?
Sure.
Let's get him on the show.
Because that's the thing. I'm just wondering, where this came from.
Right.
I'm not a yoga instructor. I've never done that before.
All right, well, let's get Olivero on the phone. We'll
How
get to the
much
bottom
is
of
she
it.
involved? Does she have to write out a routine?
Right.
She just stands around with a mimosa.
When I think yoga, I don't associate Carmen.
Yeah.
I can't even. I don't even know.
I don't see her do yoga. She doesn't talk about yoga.
No, never.
Yeah, so I wouldn't
I'm sure she can, and I'm sure she has. I mean, obviously
Right.
she's fit and can do the handstands, and she did gymnastics and stuff. But yeah, as far as, clearly Carmen would do the yoga thing, it's like, I don't know.
But if they said kayaking with Galvin, wouldn't you think that you're a known kayaker?
Oh, exactly. That's what we're saying.
Now, if you said, hey, I'm going to get up and run 3 miles on Saturday morning, anybody wants to run with me, that'd be different.
Right, but also, if they said you're going to run 3 miles on Saturday morning and people are going to run with you, and it was in the promo, I would go, Hey, nobody asked me.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Mike on the line?
Yes, two.
Mike Olivero.
By the way, Mike Olivero, did you know we came up with a new nickname for you?
Oh, what now?
It is one that I can't believe we missed.
Yeah.
It was a meme that I saw, and I sent it to Mike immediately, and I said, how have we not been calling Mike O this?
The White Gorilla.
Honky Kong.
I heard you say that. That's good.
I love it.
Honky Kong, I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
I heard in the promo for the Bone Summer Beach Bash that Carmen is doing a yoga class.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone ask Carmen about this beforehand? I'm not saying this is you. I'm wondering who would be responsible for this.
I was just going to say, do you have the phone number of the,
Who?
Nope.
Yeah, well, that would be the phone number to call.
I don't.
What? Of who?
The special events director.
Oh. So you're saying that Dan Conley submitted Carmen to be a yoga instructor?
Look, we were in the meetings, and he said he was getting in touch with people on certain things, and I was like, all right, so we're just, making sure we're set up and have all that stuff going on.
Can I tell you the greatest? Can I tell you the greatest thing in the world is if we called Dan and Dan goes, "Yeah, when I was at your house for the hurricane, you brought this up."
That's exactly
That'd be so great.
Shut up.
We discussed it.
I can also see that.
Carmen, has anyone reached out to you about doing yoga?
No.
And yet your name is in the promo for doing a yoga class.
Yes.
Do you enjoy yoga?
I mean, I do when I can make it to class, but I can tell you I haven't gone to a yoga class in probably 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So.
All right. Well, you guys might want to bring that up in the meeting. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Honky Kong.
All right.
He's not in the mood to talk today.
Yeah.
Jeez. Mike, held the show. Good morning.
They didn't ask her because they would have had to bring up the money. And if you have to talk about the money, then they would have had conversations they didn't want to have. That's why they didn't ask.
Interesting.
Might be true, Carmen.
Yeah.
Definitely true.
Trying to get it to you on the cheap.
I mean, yoga ain't free.
Carmen, if I were you, this is just a thought. Don't say anything. Be totally ready to go. In 10 minutes before the yoga class, go, hey, where's my paycheck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know there's $2,000, right?
Yeah, before it starts.
Yeah.
Just, Chuck Berry, pay me my money up front.
Mike, held the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, listen, I'm an old school b-boy Papa Locker from the Bronx, New York.
Yeah.
Beach bags.
I'll windmill your ass right out of the room.
Well, we're gonna do that. We're crashing a party at Baby Bone Beach Bash.
Come on, bring it. Bring it. I'll battle you for my breakdancing beats.
That'll work. Make sure you have the beats. We'll be there.
All right. All right, sir. We'll see.
We're gonna call ourselves the Bone Breakers.
Are you bringing your own cardboard, or do I need to have that laid out?
We're pros. We don't need cardboard, man.
Oh.
They're doing a lot.
I'm in, Joe.
They're doing a lot of pop and locking and stuff.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Julio.
Julio. All right, Julio. I look forward to seeing you out there, brother.
We'll be out there.
All right, pal. Thank you. When Julio says it, he's like threatening. We'll be out there. We'll be looking for you.
Yeah, they're calling themselves the Bone Breakers.
I mean, hey, can I just tell you something?
Oh.
Just saying, Julio. Just saying.
Not even international.
Yeah. Mike Cal, the show. Good morning.
What's up, Mike Cal? This is Medicine Man.
Medicine Man, I didn't get a chance to play your message yesterday, but I did tell everybody that you called and apologized.
I did, and I still got a sore foot too from walking around the stadium.
Well, that's not my fault. Then you're bringing it back up like I had something to do with it.
Hang on a second.
No,
you know why.
Hold on a minute.
You know why.
Hold on.
Made a mistake.
Hold on.
You know why he's apologizing.
Metallica.
Because my friend made a mistake.
All right, what
We didn't
happened?
get too late. Well, we were planning to get there earlier. We didn't get there like half hour before. I mean, we got there a half hour after the opening set was on. it's pretty restful. We didn't have enough time to do that stuff. Look around for people who have extra tickets, stuff like that.
All right, let's get to the part.
With me too.
Let's get to the part where you apologize to me.
I mean, I apologize for being such a dick with you, but I'm blaming on Chris because his job sucks and he got out of work an hour later and we got there at the parking lot. What does Chris do for a living? He works as a super at an apartment complex down the Feather Sound area.
You had to pay for parking and you didn't even get to go to the concert? You don't even have a car.
Tell me that sucks because it was like almost $50 a park there in the parking lot.
I feel like that's elder. Oh, you chipped in. Yeah. All right, so you didn't have. They didn't make you. That's not elder abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we said, hurry up, let's look for tickets. So I wound up with this one dude, and I know he works for a band. He had an extra ticket, and he had a friend that wasn't going to come. All of a sudden, at the last minute, he texted him that he's on the way. I said, "Oh crap!"
I don't really care anymore. This is over. I just wanted to make sure you're not mad at me.
But it just looks like this. I put $200 in cash with me and tried to see if I can get in. Maybe get it for $150.
Yeah.
And the window was like $268, and the scalpers are selling tickets at $300. Like, damn! Yet on the window, I had to use the credit card. And if I do that, my credit card is almost maxed out because I have a very outstanding dentist bill.
What's your balance on your card?
It's about $1,500 a month, but it just adds up so quick every time you eat out.
That's pretty good. $1,500 a month. Who pays for that?
My brother. It's like $300 a week. Three times. No, how many?
You had it. 300
in 4 weeks. Because it's just things that just damn expensive. Everything costs twice as much in the stores as in the supermarket.
Man, your brother got out. Your brother got out easy. Your brother's like, I'm going to move to North Carolina and get far away from him as I can, and I'll just give him $300 a week.
That isn't that. Their daughter, his wife's daughter, Stacy, got married. They moved up to North Carolina, had a baby, and having a baby made them move up to North Carolina.
Yeah. Having a baby in Palm Harbor made them leave Palm Harbor. All right, listen to me.
No, I didn't have a baby in Palm Harbor.
All right. You're the baby. I'm glad we're friends again. It's
birthday month.
It's your birthday month. You're going to be 74 years old this month.
I know. 74 years old to some people seems like when they get that age, they get old.
What will happen first? We will not be on this radio station, or Medicine Man will die?
I'm not going to die.
Well, we're all going to die.
Let's see. So we have...
Not right away.
Shh, we're talking. Shh.
We're looking like another 7 years.
For him or us?
No, for both.
Yeah.
Yeah. For like us, I would say another, around 7 years or something on there. And then he would be 81.
I don't even think 7. I think 5. 5 plus the 2 that
right,
are
that's what I'm
here.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Medicine Man definitely outlasts us.
You think he'll 75, 74, that's 82, 83 years old.
He could make it.
Yeah, he can make it.
He outlasts
but
everyone.
he also can get hit by one of those buses on 19.
Plus, he's got a tooth problem that's going to go into his brain.
Yeah, he can't pay that bill.
Yeah. By the way, it's $375 a month. I know people are like, that's not how much. By the way, is he still on or no?
Yeah.
Medicine Man, start planning now for Metallica. Start putting some money away. Maybe ask people for your birthday for Metallica tickets. Not us, but other people.
People like
I'm asking you guys, but I have a fundraiser, but it's not getting off the ground too much,
Maybe because people are sick and tired of you mooching.
No, I'm blaming on my phone because I got too much data on my phone with other people on Facebook, and I got over 15. I got over 16,000 members and all kinds of other things to get on my phone, and things that jam up my data, and then my phone just 21.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. It's not how it works.
You don't know anything about data.
You're saying your data is slowing down your fundraiser?
I just got too much stuff on my phone. I can't clear it. It's like I'm down to 1%.
So what would that have to do with your fundraiser?
It's just my phone, anything trying to. It's just like nothing's coming in. Everything. My phone's overloaded with data and stuff like that.
Let me put this out there. Let me put this out there. What would you be willing to do for Metallica tickets?
I mean, I thought about crazy things like riding on a jet ski, wearing a Speedo along the Campbell Causeway, advertise Metallica on my butt.
That's not crazy. That's just dumb.
I thought about going to the beach and eating some ice cream.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was going to pet a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
Right.
That's ridiculous. It'd have to be something worthwhile
I mean,
for the
crazy,
show.
it'd have to be something crazy, wild thing, you know?
Well, if you can come up with some suggestions, I'd be willing to entertain that.
Yeah, of course, I got another anniversary coming in August 23rd would be marking my 7th year of my surgery for my heart valve repair.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a big event.
Let me punch you in the chest really hard for Metallica tickets. Right in the heart valve.
Hit him with the defibrillator.
The old Houdini.
Then
All right, I got to go, Medicine Man.
I was in the castle at Duke University Hospital to get that done.
Cool. All right, well, good luck. And if you come up with any ideas, let me know, and we'll see if maybe we can entertain doing something for Metallica tickets. But in the meantime, I if I were you, I'd start working.
I will. I'll work on it, dude. No, we all have a share of frustrating days in a way.
I just came up with an idea for him.
What is it?
We give him Metallica tickets, and it's a Medicine Man. Fade to black. We paint him black.
Oh, no.
No? All right.
I know. I love it. I love it.
I vote yes.
We hide it in St. Pete somewhere? Oh, that would be funny. What if we did hide them in the mall somewhere and Medicine Man had to just go tear up the mall trying to find them?
Oh, jeez. Somebody posted a video of the Gulfview Square Mall in Newport Richie recently. It's like it should be condemned.
Like if they're going to shoot Mallrats 5, they can do that over there.
Yeah, there's nothing. It looks like an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah. What stores do they even have in there?
I think there's like a handful of stores left, but like malls are just kind
Montgomery Ward still there?
Orange Julius. They got the Orange Julius.
They definitely had an Orange Julius there.
I can't, for the life of me, think of anything I would ever need to go to the mall for.
Yeah.
I had to go to the mall to get my wife a Mother's Day gift. That was it. But it was a specific store I had to go to. But I avoided at all costs.
The last time I went to the mall was to buy something that they did not sell online. It was the only thing. And I had to go to a specific store.
But what about having that desire to get things right there? Like if I have to go to the Apple store, I would rather go to the Apple store and get something than have to wait a couple of days for it to come. Especially if I'm buying like a laptop or something. I want it now.
It really depends on what it is. But even if I'm doing that, I mean, you like the Apple products and stuff. So, yeah, I guess that's the only place you're going is to the Apple store or whatever. Yeah, but there's very specific parameters where I would ever have to go to the mall.
I know. I'm trying to think of the stores and everything in there and why I would go.
When I buy like shoes, I'll go to the mall sometimes.
To the mall?
I don't even do that now. I can just buy them online now.
That's wild.
The outlet mall up there, they got a Nike outlet. And I go there.
Yeah, I mean, but
even that is like sometimes I just order them online.
Yeah,
it's easier. Try them on.
I feel like I have too many shoes. Like I have too many pairs of ridiculous amounts of shoes, and I don't have like 50 pair. I feel like if I have more than 3 pairs, it's too many.
You gave me that brand new pair of Crocs. It's great. I wear those all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What size shoe are you?
Like 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you can squeeze into a 12, I may have some sneakers for you.
All right.
So the cleaning ladies, whenever they find sneakers, they put them in my wife's closet. So I just found a whole bunch of pairs of brand new sneakers that I just assumed were gone.
Yeah.
For the aliens took them.
Do you know if you're the same prescription as he is for shoes?
I don't have a prescription for shoes, Calvin.
I mean, I can consult my doctor. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Maybe you give Medicine Man some prescription shoes. It'll help with his foot.
Carmen, how are you going to handle this yoga situation? Are you going to talk to somebody, or are you going to wait till somebody says something to you, or are you just going to be like...
No, I'm going to show up, and then when everyone's looking at me like, what's going on? I'm going to look at everyone here and be like, what's going on?
No one's going to be there. It's just going to be you.
Yeah.
Carmen, I'm telling you right now, wait until 10 minutes before and then just put your hand out and go, money, please.
Yeah.
I will not be there.
No, that's fine. I don't even know, it doesn't even say what time.
Joe may be there because he fell asleep the night before on the yoga area.
So I'll tell you what my responsibilities are, okay? I know that I'm going to go there on Friday. and I'm going to hang out on Friday night. Saturday, Pitbull Toddler is playing. Saturday night, there's the pool party. Then Sunday morning, and at some point there's a pig roast, and then Sunday morning is the hangover brunch. Those are the things that I know that I'm going to be mandatory to do. Those are things I'm
benchmarks.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll be out there to watch Matt and Zach. I will be having the speakeasy going on over there, where I'll be having a room where people can come and try alcohol.
That's mandatory for you then.
No, it's not mandatory.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you were like the host of it. Or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't have to be there certain hours or anything like that.
Gio, what do you have to be there for? What did they tell you? You talk to?
I haven't heard of anything.
Oh, no.
No, the first time I heard about the event was yesterday.
Would you be interested in yoga?
I mean, probably not. I'm not opposed to it, but
I mean, all right, Jesus Christ, people. I don't understand how people don't. How are we not having him grill burgers?
I mean, come on.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Shop.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know why I would do that. It makes no sense at all.
We all know why. We all know why.
As much as it makes no sense for Carmen to do yoga, it would make no sense for me to be grilling burgers.
It could not be more on brand.
That I will not be doing that. No.
Joe?
Yes, Michael.
I would imagine that you have some sort of duties?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm going to be at the speakeasy.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
All right.
And I mean, I'll show up for yoga, but I'll probably just drink and watch.
I saw the sign. It just says Calta, so that has nothing to do with me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
All right.
It says Calta sending JP.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So that's
big
really
shots.
nothing to do with me at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Didn't say show, nothing.
I mean, I could be lured in, right?
I got you, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, you get on to me like those eels pop onto the shark.
Right.
I got you.
I'll be right there.
We'll take care of you.
If I'm not on the marquee, why am I there?
Oh.
All I know is Carmen's name was on there, and it said yoga.
It did not say Carmen's name.
Yeah, my name is not
did
on the
not say
marquee.
Carmen's name.
It's just in the list of things
And
that it's happening.
Yeah, it's not in the promo either.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not on it's not on the advertisement, the banner thing. It's not in the promo. It was just in the information given to
It's just on
you
the website.
after.
Got it.
Yeah.
They did not talk to Carmen.
Got it.
Interesting.
It's going to be a great time. I think I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, it's going to be a great time.
I'm
I have no
excited.
doubt. Let me read the weekend events. See if we got it. Okay. Friday, 102.5 The Bone will be broadcasting live at 11 a.m. with JP. Right? Then they have the Kona Big Wave Pig Out Pig Roast, which I'm very much looking forward to. That's also Danny from the brisket shop going to be roasting that pig. Then the Elysian Weekend Kickoff Party hosted by John Senning with live acoustic performances by Matt and Zach. That I'm looking forward to. And that'll end the night, the first night. Then on Saturday, who is broadcasting at noon? That's what I want to know. Sad Weirdos?
I'm Mike O.
I don't know.
Are they just doing, hey, hop on?
I don't know.
Because nobody's sent out emails or said, hey, are you available?
I don't know what I'm doing at noon that day.
But it does say that there'll be Michelob Ultra morning yoga with Carmen.
But that's
sponsored.
But again, yeah, that's also it's
All right.
sponsored. Okay, so I do get a piece of that.
Yeah,
I
you
better.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
But so the first thing listed for Saturday is broadcast beginning at noon and then morning yoga. So is it morning yoga or is it broadcast at noon and then yoga after?
I don't know.
Maybe you're broadcasting your yoga.
During the noon broadcast? That would be afternoon yoga, not morning yoga.
it is here. And now back to 102.5 The Bone.
Breathe in.
Touch her toes.
Michelob Ultra morning yoga with Carmen, followed by Michelob Ultra beach games and pickleball tournament. Not with anybody. Doesn't say who. Galvin, that's up for grabs if you're interested.
No, thank you.
To be determined.
I don't even want pickles on my breakfast sandwich.
Cutwater ready to drink poolside karaoke with Drew. Then the neutral pool party with DJ Eakin and Bone personalities.
Oh, who are they?
I mean, I would imagine that's got to be Dizzy. Then live music from Pitbull Toddler. I'm familiar with them.
Okay.
Then the neutral Midnight Splash pool party, which I'm very excited about.
Okay.
And then this is my favorite, the Bud Light acoustic afterglow with members of Pitbull Toddler and Matt and Zach.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing it together.
Well, it's good because we've already rehearsed with Matt and Zach like 4 or 5. Oh, no, never met them? No idea?
I mean, did you guys agree to this?
Listen to me. I'm telling you, this is going to be the most fun weekend ever. It's just the fact that they right now at this point, months away, we're just looking at the schedule and trying to figure it all out. But it will be the most fun weekend ever. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to hanging out with the fans. This is like when I tell people on the cruise, like, we like to go on the cruise with listeners because we like to hang out with you guys and have a good time, and we're those people. So this is just another one of those good times that we get together and drink. My number one goal is to not get as drunk as I did on the pub crawl. Yeah,
you got to pace yourself. You got to realize this is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Right.
Yes, and I think that I'm going to hop on the neutrals, and I'm going to ride out the neutrals for the weekend.
Those are good. They keep you steady without getting. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just don't introduce shots.
No,
That's where it gets, because once you start doing you'll get a shot with your
shots
neutral.
make me ride dimension.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. You'll do a shot with a neutral and you're like, oh, okay, I got a little kick. And then before you know it, you're 5 shots deep with 15 neutrals.
Yeah. Before you know it, you're hosting yoga.
Yeah. Demanding to host yoga. Yeah.
Don't do any shots until the sun goes down. That's the rule.
Yeah.
No, because when the sun goes down, I got to play. I got to know what I'm doing. And I rely on muscle memory for that.
You'll be fine.
All right. This is going to be great.
Should be.
If you want to go, you're welcome to come Friday and Saturday. It's free. And Sunday. If you want to do yoga, you better get there early on Saturday.
Yes.
If you want to book a room, this is probably your last chance to do so. If you go to theboneonline.com, you click on the Summer Bash logo, and it'll take you right over to the Summer Beach Bash, and you'll be able to book your room at the Sky Beach Resort while they last, which I'm clicking on it right now. Let me just see for the final time here. Mm-hmm. All right, there's still 2 categories of rooms left. There's a Deluxe Water View King, and the Deluxe Water View Double. So you could team it up and have 2 beds, or you can all get together and lay out in 1 bed, which we don't judge. Mm. All right, we got to take a break. If you'd like to get through on the show, the phone numbers are 800-771-1025. This is the Mike Calta Show on 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to buy something you saw on Instagram that you don't need and probably will never use? The Bone can help. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone, real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah & Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County still dealing with an accident westbound I-4. It's on the off-ramp to 301. Crews have that right lane blocked on the off-ramp, and that's causing backup past the Nonasasso Road. Avoid that if you can. Also, no accident, but southbound Veterans Expressway extremely slow from the airport exit all the way back to Gunn. Good news is Pinellas County checking in accident-free on all the major roadways. Just usual delays on US 19, Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge problem-free right now. I'm Monica with traffic.
Your power bill keeps going up year after year. Solar Bear locks in your rate and gives you the first 12 months completely free. Why keep paying more? Go solar with Solar Bear. Visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah & Farah.
Tampa.
It's win big or go home in the NBA playoffs at Hard Rock Bet, but not for new customers. New signups get bonus bets up to $100 if their first bet doesn't win. And if you're ready to make every point count, get on Hard Rock Bet right now. You can bet on rebounds, assists, and more. And what about every goal, shot, and save? No matter which sport you prefer, Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on the playoffs in just a few easy taps. All you need to do is download the Hard Rock Bet app or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to win. Wager terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that number 1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
Find your path at Hillsborough Community College. HCC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then seamlessly transfer to a 4-year university or start your career right away. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, big power companies keep raising rates, but Solar Bear is fighting back and helping Floridians save. They're locally owned, not some giant national chain, and they've been in business for over a decade. With thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's most trusted solar installer. And right now, you'll pay nothing for 12 months. That is a full year of free energy. Stop paying more and more every month. Call Solar Bear today or visit them at solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com and take control of your power.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
NASCAR on Prime kicks off this Memorial Day weekend with one of the crown jewels of racing, the Coca-Cola 600.
Green flag flying here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
600 miles, 400 laps. This is where legends are made and heroes are honored. And for the first time ever, you can stream it on Prime.
Now's the time. Let's do it.
See what it takes to finish first. Don't miss the Coca-Cola 600, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. NASCAR, it's on Prime.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
$9:19 on the Mike Calta Show. Another opportunity to win $1,000 is coming up at 10 o'clock, so don't go anywhere. I will take some of your phone calls here, and then we got to get back to that list, Galvin. 800-771-1025. I want to remind everybody, if you're looking to sell your home, what do you want when you want to sell your home? You want the most money for it. You want to get the most people interested in it, and you want to have a real estate agent who not only is there for you all along the way, but does all the work. I mean, it's such a pain in the ass when you have to sell a house, all the paperwork and all the things that go with it, all the rules. You want somebody that's going to be with you along the way and somebody who lives here in the Tampa Bay area, and that's why I recommend Jeff Borum and his team at teamborum.com. You can find him online at Team Borum, BORHAM, powered by eXp Realty. And you can actually give him a call, talk to him, get him on the phone, and you can even probably meet him if you'd like to. You definitely can meet somebody in his team because they are right here in the Tampa Bay area, and they know about selling homes in Tampa Bay because they are in the market. So if you're looking to sell your home and get the most money for it, Jeff and his team use advertising that gets it in front of the most eyes, generates interest, and then therefore generates a higher price. And that is how you maximize the value of your home. And if you're looking to buy a new home, they can help you out with that as well. You can find homes listed on teamborum.com by simply going to their website and looking around. They have homes listed from the 200,000 to the 2 millions. And Jeff and his team will get you in a new home if you need to do that, especially if you sold one and you didn't buy the new one yet, or you bought the new one and you have to sell the old one. They deal with that kind of stuff all the time, especially through divorce and death in the family. They handle all of these things. All you need to do is reach out to them, teamborum.com. And while you're on the website, you can find out a realistic value of what your home is really worth by just putting your address in the top and running it for free and finding out what you can get on the high end, the low end, and a cash offer for your home. For all of your real estate needs, Jeff Borum and his team at teamborum.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. All right, I'm going to grab a couple of these phone calls, and then we'll get to the list, Galvin. Let's go to Hector. Hector, good morning. What's happening?
Do you have any Chris Brown tickets? Yeah,
Yes,
no.
I do.
No, you don't. Nobody wants those, except my wife. The one thing I forgot to mention, I tried that same position in front of the mirror, and she was like, honey, you don't know Chris Brown. Anyway.
What is going on? I don't know. You've completely blown our minds, Hector. You had material that none of us got. I think you were calling the wrong radio station.
I think you were calling from 4 weeks ago.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Very loud. Very loud. All right. There you go. I'm sorry.
Why?
We were doing so good before on phone call. I know. I'm done. I'm sorry. Back to you, Gal. It's unbelievable.
All right. So this list is all time in the movies, the things that happen all the time that are 100% unrealistic.
One punch knockouts.
One punch knockouts. That's a good one. John Brennan said any John Wick movie.
Yep.
Because they're shooting 1,000 times and they're like, you missed me. Those kind of things.
That was one of the things that bothered me about Mission Impossible is that, and I know you're supposed to root for the hero and all that, but Ethan Hunt is able to run down a hallway with nothing behind him while they shoot a machine gun at him, and when not one bullet with a machine gun will hit a guy running down a hallway.
Somebody falls and catches the edge of something with just their fingertips.
Just the fingertips.
Yeah.
They're able to pull themselves back up.
Do you know that professional rock climbers, they have super strength because they've been doing it their entire life? Try and catch on to a side of something with your 200, 300-pound body hanging. See how long you're not even catching it.
Just walk up to a door frame and try to lift yourself up.
Exactly.
I mean, not even that. I've been working on my hang time.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
What are you hanging by?
It's embarrassing. Like when I go to the gym, I'll go to the pull-up bar. I can't do a pull-up, but I'll just
hanging.
I just hang there. It is.
I wonder if I could beat you at hanging.
No.
Well, they have those challenges where they'll be set up at different fitness events, whatever, and it's I think it's a minute, maybe 2 minutes, whatever.
I think.
Yeah, to try even to hang a minute. Good luck.
I remember doing that in elementary school and middle school. They would have the hang contest to see how long you can do it. So it's hard.
When you did it, were you wearing the shorts your mom made you?
I was. The kids made fun of me. That's why I don't do it anymore.
I wanted to do that beer stein thing with Bert that they had at the Two Bears thing.
How long do you think you'd last with that?
I don't know. I mean, my left arm, I have no strength whatsoever. My right arm is a little bit stronger. Not for lifting weights necessarily, but I think that I could. I don't know. I would like to see.
Bert also, he cheated.
He did?
He cheated.
How?
If you watch the video, his elbow is bent, which makes it easier.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was wondering if position had something to do with it.
Yeah, if you go back and watch, all the other guys have it straight out, and Bert's elbow is bent.
Because with arm wrestling, it's a lot of technique and stuff. It does, not necessarily how strong you are and stuff, but if you have technique where you return the thing, I don't know, but I know there's technique to it.
If you bend your elbow, it puts the weight elsewhere.
Interesting. Some of the other stuff they say in movies that are completely unrealistic: spotless air ducts, or air ducts that can support the weight of a 200-pound man.
Like the Die Hard?
Full of screws,
right?
And absorbs the sound of people going through them.
Right.
They always go in the air duct.
Yeah, like all of that. So Aliens and Die Hard and all these different ones. Yeah.
Aliens, I'll give it to him because that's in a ship and you never know. But I'm not going to.
They're in a vacuum.
Yeah.
People getting pistol whipped, being knocked unconscious, and waking up later, functioning completely normal.
Right.
Yeah, just they like get up and start running.
And they rub their head for a second. And
or they
just
go back and fight 10 other guys and stuff. No brain damage, no concussion, anything like that. Just totally fine. Character moving 4 feet from the other characters and having a full volume side conversation that no one else can hear. Yeah. It happens all the time. They said, especially in like soap operas.
Right.
They do that all the time in soap operas and stuff. A hero being assaulted by a dozen henchmen using fist, feet, and metal bars, only to end up with a small butterfly bandage on their cheek.
My favorite is if you watch a show like John Wick or one of these shows or Matrix where one guy is fighting 10 guys.
Yeah.
What are the other guys doing during the fight?
That was just this next line.
Oh, really?
Is also, why does everybody always attack one at a time?
Yeah. Like there's 10 of them and they're all just standing there in fight position until it's time to get.
I just started watching all the Bourne movies, Jason Bourne movies, and the same thing. He fights like 10 people in a stairwell.
But it's just like Jack Reacher. Whenever he fights the 2 guys and does the thing, whatever, and then the other 2 guys come in and he goes, really?
Yeah.
Like he just kicked the crap out of these 2. You guys are coming. All right,
Well,
I guess
because he
so.
tells those guys beforehand,
exactly.
you're the 2 guys that usually run away.
The general lack of tiredness. Nobody's ever tired in movies.
Yeah.
It's true. Nobody was just like, can we just sit here?
Take a
like
little
it's
nap.
too much. Yeah. Although I guess nobody's going to want to watch that. Unemployed bachelors with spacious penthouse apartments in desirable locations.
Yeah, nobody ever has to go to work in any of these movies.
And they always have such nice places. You know, my wife pointed out a long time ago before this list came up, nobody ever says goodbye on the phone.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
They'll
they
just be
hang up.
talking. They'll just be talking.
I think that's the way we should move.
Yeah.
That's the new norm.
Or they don't say I love you on the phone, like before they get off. Like a normal conversation between Chad and I, it's like, okay, I love you, bye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like but like you said, they don't say bye. There's no.
I like that though. I want to just hang up.
But a lot of times it'll just end with, you're right. And then just hang up the phone. And you're like, what?
Yeah, or how about this? Have any of us ever, the phone rang, you pick it up and you go, yeah.
Yeah.
In movies, they do that. Yep. Yeah.
How about,
real quick, there's a scene in that thing you do where the lead guy is talking to Charlize Theron, his girlfriend, who's really not interested in what he's doing.
Right.
And she's like doing her nails and she's kind of breaking a date with him so that she can go out and hang out with her hot dentist. And he's into his band and all that. And he's like, all right, then I guess I'll talk to you later. And she's like, okay, bye. And he goes, I am Spartacus. And they show her and she looks at the phone and she just hangs it up.
Yeah, I love that.
That's how me and Bobby hang up all the time. Because whenever I talk to Bobby, I'm like, all right, buddy, cool, talk to you later. He's like, all right, I love you. And I go, bye. And I just hang up really quick. I get very nervous.
I love her confused look and she's like, I'm done with this. And just hangs up. What about waking up looking fresh and styled and mostly in a very good mood?
Yeah, women in movies do that.
Hackers saying, typing 300 words per minute, and then 5 seconds later saying, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Mission Impossible is great. Mission Impossible is like, I'm hacking into a Russian satellite right now, and they're like, the entity is shutting it down. He goes, all right, hang on, let me get into I'm just going to hack a different Russian satellite.
Yeah. In the last one, the AI thing was shutting down satellites. He goes, it's shutting down satellites faster than I can hack into them.
Yeah.
And he's just moving from one to the next. Ordering a meal, eating just one bite, and then chucking the whole thing because you have to go somewhere else.
Yes. All right. How about this? Even more of a real in TV and movies. If they're going out to dinner, sometimes they go to other places to get drinks.
Yeah.
Like they'll go to let's go get drinks first, and you go by a bar. First of all, you're drinking and driving,
right?
And second of all, why can't you just get drinks at the restaurant?
Yeah.
Why do you have to go to a different place?
Yeah. In movies, nobody ever looks for parking. There's always just parking there.
That's a Kojak.
Yeah.
You get it right up front.
Right up front all the time.
This one is pretty good. Stopping by to have breakfast at a friend's apartment before work.
No one has time for that.
Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that. And also, I always notice whenever like they have breakfast, it's always like beautifully cut fruit and waffle and all this
like
stuff.
Somebody's been making it since 5 a.m.
And it's like a spread for like 20 people, and they have like 2 kids.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is going on here? This is crazy. No one buys celery and baguettes every time they go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Anytime they bring it, it's always got stuff sticking out the top and everything. The classic zoom in, enhance the image, isolate that section, enhance more.
That's him. That's the guy we're looking for.
We got it. And then said someone brushing teeth without toothpaste. Think about it. Unless it's a comedic scene, no one is messy or gross or anything like that. They're just brushing their teeth, but you never see like foam and spit and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that might be true.
Did the ugly girl in glasses take the glasses off? She's beautiful.
Every time. Every time. I knew she'd be beautiful.
Glasses were bringing her down.
Yeah.
They were bringing her down.
Bro, she's wearing glasses. And then she takes them off. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Adrian was like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say she was beautiful. She got better looking. She was less of a nerd.
Yeah.
But she wasn't hot.
I mean, I kind of like wearing the glasses on.
By the way, one of the funniest things, I don't know if you've seen this clip before, but in the beginning of Rocky, he's talking about going out with her, and the other enforcer guy that works for the boss says, why don't you take her to the zoo? R words like the zoo. Yeah. And he's like, oh, why you got to say that, this, that, whatever. Cut to him with her at the zoo, and she goes, why are we at the zoo, Rocky? And he goes, hey, you know. Like, what? So weird. So that's it for the list. But yeah, there's a ton of things. By the way, one of the greatest movies that points out like all these things and does it, especially the take the glasses off, is Not Another Teen Movie. So good. So good. There's so many different things in there.
Chris Evans is in that.
Yeah. Where he's going down the hallway and he's like the quarterback, and they're like, whatever his name, Jake. And they're like, hi, Jake. And he's like, hey, Sarah, what's up? Hi, Jake. And then, like, a girl throws her underwear. And he's like, hey, Rebecca, this, that, whatever. And then you just see a big pair of, like, whitey tighties. And he's what's up, Brian?
I'm trying to think of the last, like, good teen movie that I saw. I don't know.
They don't make them anymore.
They
really.
don't. But, like, you know what was good was Road Trip.
Oh, Road Trip.
With Tom Grant.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
And the American Pie was the first one.
Yeah, American Pie broke the seal. They were like, R-rated comedies, this is where it's at, and everybody wants to see it and make a ton of money, and then it swang the other way. But, yeah, that was so good. Road Trip was fantastic.
Road Trip was good. I can't think of anything after that, or when the last time there was one.
I mean, Superbad was funny.
Yeah, but was that like a teen thing, or was that?
Yeah, they're in high school.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're graduating.
Oh, Superbad.
Yeah.
Superbad. I think it was Super Troopers
with Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Superbad was pretty
that was good.
Yeah,
because he's trying to get laid before they graduate high school.
Yeah, that was a little bit more realistic too.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was the last. I mean, as far as the most recent, that's probably 15 years old.
Do you watch Thunderbolts yet?
No, I did not.
What are you waiting for?
No.
It's good.
I don't want to watch some video camera version.
No, there's good versions on there.
Is it?
Yeah. Carmen.
Yes.
My daughter went to go see Thunderbolts in the movie theater
Okay.
on a date.
How many people were involved?
4, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Oh, double date.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
Did you take her?
No, the other girl's parents did. The other girl's mother.
Did the mother stay or they drop them off?
No, just dropped them off.
Wow.
Do you know?
Man. What?
Do you know the boy that she went with? Have you met him?
I've not met him, but I know who he is. And my daughter claims that they're just friends.
Oh, of course.
And then when they came home, I go, how was the movie? And she goes, good. I go, let's just call the kid Bill. I go, how was Bill? And she goes, fine. I go, is he a good kisser? And she goes, oh, no.
Oh, man. Wow.
Was this the first date?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was bad.
That's how it starts.
How did you feel?
I was more depressed the fact that she's getting older than I was that she was out with a boy. I didn't really care that she was out with a boy. They went to the movies. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, movies is where you take all the girls.
Yeah, we did the same thing at that age. But, you just want to hang out with a girl. You just want to feel cool.
Get the old
arm
around.
And their hands accidentally
and then
touch each other.
These things.
No.
She goes too far.
started
No.
You want some popcorn?
I mean, that's what.
No popcorn trick.
None of us did that?
No.
Dig all the way to the bottom of the popcorn.
Are you kidding me? At 12, it's like maybe our hands touch, and then you leave it there.
And then
You
if
leave
you
it there
hold-
while they're touching.
And then also, if you do actually hold hands, your hands get so sweaty.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you don't want to be the one to let go, so you just keep holding on.
Yep.
And you're just like,
You want to know, when I was in college, the girl that I ended up getting engaged to, the first night that I met her, we were laying in bed together. It was the winter, and it was so cold here in Florida. And her and I were wrapped up under a blanket, like kind of like wrapped around each other. And my right leg was outside the bed, outside the blanket. And underneath my blanket was 2,000 degrees, and outside was 1,000 degrees below zero. I was freezing on one side and hot on the other.
I literally think the first time I touched a boob was at a movie theater.
Really?
Yes.
yeah.
Last week?
It was my wife 2 days ago. Yeah, I think
finally
so.
made the move.
Probably like around middle school. Yeah, that was the first time I remember.
There's none of that happening. I
Yeah.
can tell you that.
Mm.
Oh, you don't me.
Well, you don't know.
I didn't want to wash my hand for like a week.
There was no kissing, so there was no boob touching.
Boob came first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of horse you going
Oh,
on?
that's second base.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I had early on something that a boy should not experience until later
in prison
days.
Oh, man.
No. I don't know how I can
I
say
know.
this.
I want to tell you a story, too, that I was like, no, I'm going to save it for off the air. 'Cause show me with your hands.
You check your oil?
Do you remember the woman that ruined Ken's pants?
Yes. Wow.
Like 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must have been getting the job done.
But didn't know that was the thing.
Oh,
that happened.
really? Yeah.
At 15, you know that's the thing that happens?
Well, no, I guess not.
I thought something else happened.
And without saying it, they said it.
Yep.
There you go. All right, Carmen, do we have to take a break?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's do that. We'll be back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Neutral presents The Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of everything bone. Just for you. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete. Join all of your favorite bone personalities as we take over the Sky Beach Resort. You can not miss this. Book your room now by visiting theboneonline.com. And remember, even if you don't get a room, it's free to come party. The Bone Summer Beach Bash kicks off Friday, July 18th at the Sky Beach Resort, a bayfront oasis with private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. Presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County still dealing with an accident westbound I-4. It's on the off-ramp to 301. Crews have that right lane blocked on the off-ramp, and that's causing backups past the Nonasasso Road. Avoid that if you can. Also, no accident, but southbound Veterans Expressway extremely slow from the airport exit all the way back to Gunn. Good news is Pinellas County checking in accident-free on all the major roadways. Just usual delays on US 19, Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge problem-free right now. I'm Monica with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Mike Calta for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. Believe it or not, Father's Day is right around the corner. And fellas, if you're tired of getting socks, ties, or yet another dozen golf balls, listen up. This year, ask for something that actually matters, the gift of a long, healthy life. Lifeguard Imaging is making that easy with their biggest offer ever for Bone listeners. When you sign up for their legacy program, you get a second membership, perfect for your spouse, a friend, or anyone you care about, for 50% off. Everybody wins with an offer like this. The Legacy program gives you early scans that can detect heart disease, cancer, and other silent killers early, giving you time to take action and do something about it. Take the guesswork out of your health. Be proactive versus reactive with what's going on inside your body. Here's a scary stat. In 30% of all heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death, but it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high-accuracy CT scans to spot trouble before it starts or it's too late. This deal ends Father's Day, so don't wait. Go to lifeguardimaging.com and sign up today. It could save your life or someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hey, what's going on? It's Gio. Have you ever said to yourself, I am just not a finance person? It's okay if you have, because a lot of us feel that way sometimes. The good news is, when it comes to your finances, Trajan Wealth is. You don't need to know the stock market or understand every retirement option out there. You just need to know what matters to you. And Trajan Wealth's fiduciary advisors, they can take it from there. They can help you sort out all your accounts, roll over that old 401k, and build a strategy that specifically fits your lifestyle. No pressure, because there's no commissions and no hidden fees. You don't need to be a finance person. You just need to choose the right team to get you on the right track. Call Trajan Wealth at 813-550-1000, or you can visit TrajanWealth.com and schedule your free consultation. Again, that's 813-550-1000 or TRAJANWealth.com. Let the experts be the finance person. Call Trajan Wealth today. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford employee pricing sales event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford employee pricing sales event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Embassy Suites, USF, 36 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamTechSchool.com.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid again today as those high temperatures sneak their way back into the lower 90s this afternoon. Warm and muggy tonight with a low in the upper 70s. And then, of course, more heat and humidity for Wednesday. Tomorrow's highs again back in the lower 90s.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Tomorrow on the show, Christy Brinkley will join us. We'll also have a brand new open letter from Galvin. Thursday, Cody Tucker will be on the air.
I always think National Lampoon Vacation with Christy Brinkley.
Oh, yeah. In the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't. That's not, I mean, I know.
She's in the pool with him.
Yeah, I know the situation. Of course, it's iconic, but to me, she's Uptown Girl, Billy Joel. You know what I mean? Which is, I'm sure she writes a lot about in her book.
By the way, so great getting in the pool and Chevy Chase. By the way, said it to my wife the other day because something with Chevy Chase, and I go, too bad he became like this curmudgeon. You know, everybody says that he's.
I think he was always an asshole, and I think people just realized he was an asshole.
That's what my wife said, and I go, I think so too. But he was so charming, and handsome, and this and that, and people were like, yeah, he's hilarious, but he's a complete asshole. But that's the way he is, whatever. But this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's so good.
To me, that movie holds up.
Dude, him, Caddyshack. The best part of Caddyshack is when he's hitting the golf ball. He's like, it makes no sense.
But I also think with all the pratfalls that he did, and he got hooked on the pain medication and stuff, I think that made him not want to deal with people like he was in pain all the time.
Yeah, that might be true.
Yeah.
That might be true. I don't know. I don't know the guy, so I can't really say. But it seems like. I remember when I was a kid, and Howard Stern used to prank call him, and he'd get so mad. It was back when you can call people without their permission.
Yeah.
And they had a huge fight, and then years later, he would come on the show, and I never thought that would come back around. I thought that,
it's wild. Some of the people that come back around after.
Why am I the only one that carries hate forever?
Yeah,
like I can't seem to shake it. I'm trying to think of who I hated before that I'd be like, no, I'd have him on the show now.
I mean, most famously, Rappaport.
Yeah, but Rappaport I didn't really dislike. I just went after him.
Yeah.
I was being
wanted to get him going, yeah.
And I just knew he'd be easy to fire up. But yeah, something like that. Like somebody who's been on the show that we fought with before that I'm like, no, I would talk to him now. Like I would totally put Gallagher on the air again just to have Gallagher on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Like just even if he got mad at me again, it'd be great. I don't know. Nothing comes into my mind real quick. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
It's probably best that you play that, Carmen, and shut me down before I say something that's going to get me in trouble.
You're welcome.
So that's it. Christy Brinkley tomorrow. And a brand new open letter. What time is Brinkley? The 9 o'clock hour?
Yep.
I bet you she still looks hot at 6 o'clock in the morning, her time, wherever she is.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably West Coast, maybe.
And 71 years old.
Unbelievable.
You know who is the girl in the Ferrari in the other vacation with Ed Helms that they did recently?
No.
Jeter's wife.
Whose wife?
Derek Jeter.
Oh, Jeter's wife. This is Junior. Oh, Hannah. She's gorgeous.
I'm pretty sure, unless I just made that up.
It fits.
That movie wasn't that bad.
What was that called?
Just Vacation.
Every day after the show, this song gets stuck in my head for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
The after show with Johnny B is up next. Thank you to Medicine Man for calling in and apologizing. Several people have said that he should shave his head for Metallica tickets. Would be a good idea if we didn't already do that to him one time.
Yeah.
We already shaved his head.
He said it was like when Superman lost his cape.
Yeah.
Because nobody recognized him anymore.
What if we gave him the Larry Fine and shaved down the middle and just left the sides really bushy?
Oh, yeah.
The koala.
I'm telling you, fade to black's the way to go. By the way, yes, I was correct. Hannah Jeter. That's who it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow. The after show is next with Johnny Ballsack. Goodbye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby. Eat me, Grayson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You call me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish.
Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after.
I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even. Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius! What?
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamTechSchool.com.
The Calta Signature Combo continues only at Shark Coast Tactical. Will is bringing back the Calta Shotty just in time for hurricane season. What is the Calta Shotty, you ask? This 12-gauge Mossberg riot gun pistol grip shotty is paired with a tactical scabbard, and it's all for only $225. The Calta Shotty is as American as apple pie, and it's only available at Shark Coast Tactical. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and always open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Look for Shark Coast Tactical on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Get in there and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
We love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County, right on Gandy Boulevard. It's like walking back into the good old days of table games. You got $5 minimums at some of the tables. They've got appetizers coming by every few hours and free cocktails while you're playing.
Yeah, it's real simple and real fun. You can play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Mississippi Stud, and I Love Suits. And if you don't know what beats what, just look up the poker hand rankings on the mural. It'll give you a little guidance.
I got to say, I am somebody who's not played a bunch of poker in my life. So being able to look up at this amazing, a very beautiful mural, if I may say so myself, that breaks down everything. Royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, straight. I can be a genius even if I'm really not. You've got to check out Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Great place to host your next event, too. If you have an office party or a bunch of friends getting together, head on out to the legendary Derby Lane. You can all win some money, have a great time, and walk out of there with more money in your pockets than you walked in with. It is the legendary Derby Lane.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
You see them on America's Got Talent in Deal or No Deal.
My wife said, you got to go to your optometrist. I go, why? She goes, you can't see the signs.
Now see them live.
I said, I can see the signs. I can't see the words.
Howie Mandel, May 22nd, on stage at Ruth Eckerd Hall.
I'm legally blind. You know why that's funny? I have been judging a talent show for the last 9 years.
Get tickets now at RuthEckfordHall.com. Howie Mandel.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Neutral presents The Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of everything bone. Just for you. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete.
This will be just like a land cruise. Everyone from the Bone will be there. Galvin, Carmen, Gio, and Pap, John, Drew, Monica, Dizzy, and JP is flying in. Johnny B, Mo, the list goes on and on.
And Friday night is going to be hosted by me, John Senning, and we'll feature a live performance from my friends Matt and Zach, who will set the perfect beachside vibe as we roast a pig and party all night long. Make your plans now.
Saturday is all about the party. Pool party, games, the Bone broadcasting live, and more. Saturday night, my band Pitbull Toddler hits the stage. The night continues after with the late night pool party and songs by the bonfire. There's so much more that we have planned. We'll be telling you all about it in the coming weeks.
Join all of your favorite Bone personalities as we take over the Sky Beach Resort. You cannot miss this. Book your room now by visiting theboneonline.com. And remember, even if you don't get a room, it's free to come party. The Bone Summer Beach Bash kicks off Friday, July 18th at the Sky Beach Resort, a bayfront oasis with private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. Presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's hair.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
Happy Tuesday, May 20th, just after 10 a.m. I'm Johnny B.